Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to Share a Beer Show 487. Not a great number, but it's a good time because we are back and better than ever. I am back from that crazy, epic, classic Monday Night Football game between the Rams and the Chiefs. Man, that game was incredible over there at the LA Coliseum. It was great to visit the Coliseum again. It was great to see the Rams at home. It was great to see the Rams crush it after an incredible ball game. How's everyone in the chat? We got Flacco's in there. We got Andrew in there. I'll put the link up right now so Andrew can jump in. And we got Farm Boy on there. TN Kenny, we haven't seen him in a minute, but he's on there. We got sorry. Guys, didn't mean to do that. We got Bum, we got Earth, we got Mark, we got Tom. How you guys doing, man?
Excellent.
Doing great.
Very good.
Doing great. And how you doing, Andrew?
I've got beer tonight, gentlemen. I have beer tonight.
Celebration.
So, to be clear, you're not saying I've got a beer, you've got beer, right?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Exactly. Yeah. Because we can see he's got a beard, right? Yeah. With a D.
But back with a shaved beard.
Yeah. Come back and pull off the beard. Like, yeah, no, I no longer have a beard anymore. Yeah. But I got beard butter. And you can't see where my hands are.
Oh, Pat's here.
Hey, we got Pat in the house, man.
Can you hear me?
Hey,
yeah, I can hear you, man. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, so Pat's taking some time away from editing and from the kids. To jump in the show. I appreciate it, man. How you doing, brother?
Good.
Awesome. Right. I know you're not on camera, but go ahead and tell us what beer you're having, man.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm not on camera. It was work. I don't know. I was trying to figure that out.
All you have to do is join the show, and I swear to God, stuff will screw up.
Well, here, 1 second. Let me just try something.
No problem, man. It happens to all of us. It happens to me quite a bit before the show even starts. That's for sure. Everybody's changing their cookie agreements here. I get on Untapped, they changed it. I had all these other websites change. Yeah, so what do you got there, Pat?
I have something pretty great. It's a local kind of from Tombstone. Have you had anything from them yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love their pizzas.
Oh, yeah.
Tumors.
Yeah, tumors, yeah. So what do you got?
It's the Russian Imperial Stout from them.
Oh.
So it's just a easy drinking 15.5% kind of thing.
Right. Russian beer.
Nice and thick bodied.
Yeah, I actually haven't even opened it yet. It's supposed to be. I think they actually like mash, then take that liquid and mash with it again.
Oh.
Nice.
So it's not the coffee and hazelnut vanilla cask version. This is
What's up, fellas?
This is just a straight up Russian Imperial Stout, like 15.5%.
Hey, good to see you, Farmer Boy. How you doing, man?
Good, guys. How are y'all?
Hey, Farmer.
Hey, guys.
On video, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my
video,
first one. Yeah, first one. I just logged in and I was like, damn, it really worked.
What's
everybody having tonight?
Give us a second. I'll get right back to you, man. We got Pat telling us about his Russian Imperial Stout from a local brewery here in the state of Arizona, Tombstone Brewing. Okay. So this is the 2018 release, right, Pat?
Yeah, the October can. Yeah, it says, I think, on Untapped.
Awesome, man. So I'll show everyone this beer real quick, man. This is not that many ratings because, Tombstone's a local brewery here in Arizona. But 383 ratings, 149 in the last 30 days. Plus, it's a new release. 15.5. Is that what you got?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a small boy right there.
Starter beer.
Yeah, that's a start. That's a warm up beer. That's a Colorado warm up beer right there, man.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah,
Session strength.
4.38. Man, that's
For a penguin.
It's good rating.
very, very good rating. So what do you get? Now, did you pour that one already, Pat?
I just did. I don't know what the hell is going on. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. But
Okay.
I'll give you a brief description real quick. Utilizing not just a reiterated mash, but also an hours-long boil.
Wow.
We made this jet black stout ridiculously full-bodied and incredibly complex. Expect abundant dark chocolate and coffee flavors balanced by notes of rich caramel,
660
coffee,
pounds.
and dark fruit.
That sounds
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I just poured it and tasted for the first time, and it is pretty amazing. About as thick as any like plain stout I've had, but it actually has a little bit of a head on it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't taste like 15.5%. That's for sure.
Which is scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get in trouble with that real quick.
It honestly tastes like flavor as far as intensity, like booze wise, like maybe even like a little less than like Old Rasputin or something. So I mean, you could just like chug it basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You could, but
And I also have a can of, in that one of the last pictures there, it had the Imperial Milk Stout that they put out too. It's 12.5%. I haven't tried that one yet. It's in the middle there. Yeah. And that's supposed to be pretty amazing too. They say just like chocolate milk basically, but
Yeah, that's good.
I would expect that to be, really smooth and, just kind of rich in a different way. Yeah, more like chocolate milk or something, like you say.
Yeah. That sounds delicious.
Awesome, man. Hey, let me get to Farm Boy real quick, man. Introduce yourself, brother. First time on camera.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm Chase. I'm from Virginia. I just love watching Joe D. Watched him started back about probably when I shouldn't say this, when I was about 19, 20 years old. Started drinking craft beer, watching your reviews, and I got into it, man. And I think Newcastle Brown Ale was actually one of my first starters into the world, and then I started to get brown ales, and now I'm an IPA guy all the way. So.
Oh, that's good, man. But
good. Anyways, it's good to chat with you guys. Glad to be here. Thank you for the invite.
welcome.
Yeah,
welcome.
You're very welcome, and thank to you, man, for all your support and for jumping in on the show right now, man. That's great.
Yeah, for sure, man. Good to meet, guys. Cool.
Yeah, love having you, man. So what are you sampling right now, my friend?
Okay, right now I'm drinking on the High Life. Hold on, I'll take you to the fridge.
Yeah,
I'll take you to the fridge.
Ain't that something? Hey, when you how many of us, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it comes down to convenience.
All right, guys, here we go. I got some Captain Lawrence.
Oh, that's bomb.
Powdered Dreams, New England IPA. It's really fresh. The date, it's like a month old. Picked that up while I was in Atlanta. I've got
I see High Lie in the background there.
Yeah, here's the High Lie. Yeah, here's Sierra Nevada Torpedo. I mean, a Celebration, of course. Got some Devil's Backbone, a 16-point IPA, and then here I have this really good Westbrook beer. It's a Simcoe Amarillo India Pale Ale.
Yep, that's a good one. Yep.
It's a really good one. Good. Yeah. I'm not as big on the Powder Dreams, actually, because the carbonation is so light. And I actually like a little more carbonated IPA because I think it takes away from the hop presence. But now I really like the Westbrook. And then also this is a brewer out of Virginia, 3 Notched. You guys had this?
No.
It's really good. It's a New England style, 7%. So that's what we got going on tonight, guys.
All right. Hey, look who we got back in the house. We got old Jeff, man. How you doing, brother?
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, I'm doing great. Doing great. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You, man.
I wasn't sure I have headphones on. I'm doing great.
Wait a minute, Jeff. Wait a minute. You have headphones. You should be able to hear everything with the headphones, man.
I know, but I wasn't sure if I was muting my. I wasn't sure if I was just muting my microphone.
He's listening to Pete Diddy on the headphones. And...
Yeah.
You know, what can I say?
Hey, well, thanks for jumping in
I'm
there.
drinking a Long Trail.
Oh,
Long Trail Green.
Really
Long
good.
Trail Green Blaze IPA.
So, what do you think of it, man?
It's okay. I mean, it's one of these modern sort of IPAs with all that fruity and piney and overly hopped up type beers. You know,
Yeah.
I just happened to grab it. I was drinking something better earlier. It's just that I happened to catch
beer
you
emergency, Joe D.
when I was drinking.
Oh man, what'd you do there, brother?
Beer emergency, man. Didn't have my towel.
Oh no, that's not good.
Hey, you gotta see. I got my towel right here. You
I know,
gotta
man. I
have
should
the
know
towel.
by now.
You gotta have at least access to the towel. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right. Yeah.
Wherever you're popping beers at, you gotta have at a minimum one of those kitchen towels nearby, so you can.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that's right.
whoa, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, wherever you're popping beers, man. Make
Look at this celebration, how fresh. This is actually like exactly a month old. Look at that head.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, that's a good one. This year's
Really, yeah, the lacing is amazing. It's just a great year.
Yeah.
Yes, celebration is good. It's really good. And Andrew, what do you have, my friend? Let's get to you, man, because Andrew normally let me break this down for people, because if you're not a regular watcher, Andrew is from the Midwest. He's up there in Minnesota, and
What's up,
he's
Andrew?
normally got Minnesota's finest aged water.
Water? Hey, why not? Why not?
And what do you got? Oh, St. Paul's Flat Earth.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And literally, Flat Earth Brewing is less than 3 miles away from me. This is their Belgian-style pale ale.
Bet it's fruity tasting.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I love Belgian style ales.
Yeah,
Me too.
I drank 2 of these yesterday. They come in a 4-pack.
Cool.
And I got
16
my
now?
let's see. IBUs is 15. Alcohol by volume is 5.2. It doesn't have anything else on the label. This is actually a printed label on it, wrapped around an aluminum can.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty cool artwork. They got a German Shepherd or something on the front label here.
Neat.
And then suppose I better get pouring this one before I get.
Oh, beautiful color.
Yep.
Nice color. Very nice color. Awesome, man. Yeah, we don't have.
And literally, I just took this out of the fridge, so there's not even much head to it. So,
well, you had a pretty graceful pour, I have to admit.
Mm-hmm.
well, and I got this in my Kelly's Depot Bar and Grill glass. They're literally at the bottom of the Kellogg Street Bridge, across the street from St. Paul.
Oh my God, my wife.
That's good. Oh, let's get wifey in here. Oh, how you doing?
Say hey, everybody.
Fucking shit. What are you talking about?
So is that Farm Girl?
That's Farm Girl, yeah.
That's Farm Girl, huh?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, farm boy, I got
She's-
Shit.
She's way too pretty for me, can't you tell?
Hey, I like them farm girls, man.
She chose you for a
That's
reason.
right. Ain't nothing better than a good farm girl now.
Hey, good to see you.
That's my original picture.
Oh,
Can they see that?
yeah.
I look like shit right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm lucky. Really
You're
lucky.
very lucky. Look at that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
personally
girl.
don't think you look like shit. I think you look wonderful. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
also a
Agreed
photographer.
there, Joe.
I know so few women that actually like craft beer.
I hate crap.
Well, she don't like beer, but she doesn't mind me to have it, and she's cool about it. So she's
Yeah,
a really
that's
cool.
good. That's good. That's
I
good.
like fucking weed.
Oh, Lord,
Wait a minute. Is that a,
he threw you
that's,
a rock on
that's
me.
something that I have not seen yet? Is that a new genre? Is fucking the weed, or is it Or is it that?
Or is it enjoying the herb?
Yeah, that takes enjoying herb to a new level. We haven't. We'll get the herb prophet on here, I'm sure, later.
She's crazy, guys. She's fun though.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Hey, so let's get back to Andrew here. What do you think of that beer, man?
It's not too bad. It's pretty good. I mean, got a nice color. I mean, I can see right through it, but it's got like a nice golden color. Not much carbonation out of the can. And I just took it out of the fridge a little bit ago. Awesome, but it's pretty much it's a good beer, and I'd even consider it a lawnmower beer. But I mean, it's not a. It's got plenty of flavor in it, and description on the can reads, "Our first offering from St. Paul's Flat Earth is this complex Belgian-style pale ale brewed with Belgian malts that yield a copper hue with hints of raisin, cherry, and toast," which I did happen to notice. The moderate yeast character marks itself with flavor of clove and spice, but finishes dry to leave you thirsting for more. Our Belgian-style session ale is brewed to be enjoyed with a variety of foods, but try it with steamed mussels, a rack of lamb, or char-grilled steak.
Yeah, I'll do without the mussels, man. I'll do without
I'll take it over a steak.
That's just sea bugs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna have sea bugs. I don't.
Not a bad rating, though. Really.
I don't enjoy eating insects, man. You know what I'm saying?
I guess
those are just insects that come out of the water. I'm good. You know
the one I'm waiting for them to come out with is their black helicopter stout. They and that's supposed to be out in the next couple weeks. And on the label, they've actually got an Apache longbow.
Oh, okay, all right.
So if you know military choppers, you know what an Apache is. You know what an Apache longbow is. That's what they got on the label.
Okay.
Yeah, cool, awesome, man.
Good to know.
Well, thanks for sharing that, Andrew, because we don't get too many Minnesota beers on here at all. So
I actually bought some more Surly too, and I've got another one here that'll crack open when I get done with this one. From
I don't think I've had a single beer from in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we don't too many.
I've not even had what's that freaking stuff called?
This one here is called Mankato Brewery out of Mankato.
Wow.
This is their namesake Cato German style lager, and yes, it's a take on the cartoon, the Green Hornet.
Well, as I was saying, I've never had any Minnesota beers, not even Grain Belt Premium.
Grain Belt's pretty good.
I never had it. Can't get it.
Can't get it. Okay.
Yeah, that might
surprising, considering it's brewed by August Shell Brewing in New Ulm.
Huh. Well, hey, let's get to Earth real quick, man. What are you having, brother?
I'm having a 2018 Bourbon County.
Oh, are you really? What flavor?
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for
The regular one.
Old stuff.
Yeah.
Anyone spending the money to buy those Founders CBS?
So give us the breakdown, Earth. Earth's a good one to have this beer. He knows all about these beers. Give us the breakdown on how long the line was you waited on, if any. How does this one compare? What did you pay per bottle? Give us all those details.
Yeah.
Well, these ones showed up at my bottle shop earlier this week, so I picked up this one, the Midnight Orange and the vanilla variant. This one's the cheap one. It's the other variants that are the expensive ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you gotta go to Chicago to get the reserves and proprietors and all that stuff. So those don't show up in distribution.
Yeah.
So what do you think? How does this one compare to previous?
Well, if you're familiar with Bourbon County, it's thick and sludgy and tons of chocolate. Nice bourbon presence.
Mm-hmm.
Little vanilla.
You guys had the
It's
Dark
really
Lord.
good.
The what was that?
The Three Floyds Dark Lord. Have any of y'all had a chance to get one of those? They're very rare.
Doesn't sound familiar.
No.
I've heard of it.
2009 bottle about 8 years ago, and it's the best Russian Imperial Stout I've ever had in my life. But it's like one day, kind of like Black Tuesday is. It's called Dark Lord Day at Three Floyds in Munster, Indiana. And I actually got it in a trade for 2 Dogfish Head 120s, which I had access to here in Virginia. And it was amazing. If you guys can get your hands on one of those, it's an outstanding Imperial Stout. I mean, I've never had any better.
I have heard of it, but I've never had it before.
Oh, it's fantastic. Maple syrup, just rich roasted malts. It's just amazing. And it's not like 18.5% alcohol, and you cannot. It's like a 10%, a 9-10% easy. That's what it tastes like.
Cool.
Awesome, man. Hey, Tom, what are you having, brother?
I'm having the Guinness Stout Barrel Aged.
Oh, yeah, man.
You did get it.
Nice.
That one.
Gotta give me. It's a new beer. This is brand new.
Joe D's all about some Guinness.
Oh man, that's brand new. That one actually gets me excited about Guinness right now. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. I haven't seen that.
Oh, we got Kitty. Hold on, we got Kitty in the show.
Oh yeah, say hi, guys. Say
We got
hi.
some farm kid. We got farm kids in the show.
Yeah, farm kids.
Oh yeah. There's my girls, guys. This is my
How you
Kayla.
doing?
That's little Aubrey. Say hi.
All right.
Or as we stay up here in Minnesota, the whole fam damly.
Oh yeah.
Whole fam family, brother.
Say hi. Cece.
That's awesome, man. How you guys doing? How you guys
There's
doing?
Joe. Say hi, Joe D.
Hi. Hi.
Say hi, guys.
How's it going?
We try to be at least a little kid friendly.
Yeah. They weren't in here when my wife was talking that way earlier.
If you've not been around a mom that says fuck in front of your kids, then you've not been around a country man.
You've not been to the South, then, have you?
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you guys for joining in, man. I appreciate
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole family gets in, man. That's awesome. Hey, give me a little bit on this Guinness, man. I want to hear about this barrel aged Guinness.
Right. You know I'm very honest on beer, right?
Yeah.
If you've ever had the regular Antwerpen, it's like a thick based beer. It's very malty, very chocolate, it's all there. Like it's what you want in a beer and a stout. I'll be 100% honest with you. I think
No charge, guys.
No charge. Yes.
I think the bourbon actually makes it worse.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of bourbon either.
No, but it's more of like it's more carbonated bourbon. Like it's not like you're losing the Antwerpen and gaining more bourbon.
Yeah, it sounds like you're losing something if the bourbon is carbonated.
You're losing the base beer and you're getting more of the bulk, but you're losing the beer, so it kind of like brings the carbonation up and everything. It's honestly, I'm glad I just got one of them.
Really?
I've done that several times.
I would love to be able to tell you it's amazing, but I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very interesting, Tom.
Maybe they should stay on the non-bourbon train.
Yeah, it's not sturdy enough base beer to handle it.
Yeah, you know what? The Earth, that's a good point. Earth saying, I mean, Guinness by itself isn't necessarily maybe a beer to be aged in barrels, man. Like it's not going to hold up well.
Be overpowered.
Well,
exactly. Because it's not heavy enough.
Maybe they should have barreled the extra stout instead of just the.
If they were going to do one, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably are.
Yeah, because Guinness itself is rather thin beer.
Yeah.
Not very thick at all to begin with.
It's just dark.
That's just
Yeah,
dark.
that's about it. I mean, it has the dark. it's about as dark as motor oil, used motor oil,
but it's
but it's really, really thin.
Yes,
They
watery.
They didn't age it in the right. They aged it in it off Antwerpen. Have you ever had Antwerpen?
Yeah.
What name?
I have.
Antwerpen from Guinness.
Oh, okay.
They aged it. That's the beer they aged.
They aged
Antwerpen.
Oh.
Which is kind of a little thicker, right?
What is that? 6.5%?
Oh, it's 10%.
Antwerpen 10. Okay.
Down very easily. Like, I mean, it doesn't feel like a 10%.
No, the one you're drinking now is 10%, right? Antwerpen's lower than that.
I don't even know what the ABV on
it.
Yeah. I think the basic Antwerpen is like maybe 6.
Yeah, that's what I seem to think, and it's not a real heavy beer anyway. I mean, it's 6%, but it doesn't have real full body. It's still relatively medium to light body.
Yeah.
I think Antwerpen's like a 9% beer.
Huh. Maybe it's just the body of the beer, because when you need just a real good full-bodied beer to sit around in barrels and soak up other stuff.
I'm showing 8%. I'm showing 8%. 52 IBUs for Antwerpen.
Yeah.
What color is it, Tom? Is it like a caramel color or is it dark?
Like if you can see like the glimpse on the corner of the bottle, the corner of it.
Yeah, it's like
it's a pretty looking beer though. Isn't it?
Boy, the body of that does look very thin, man. Look at that moving around.
Yeah,
real easy.
I'm glad I got one of them. It's not worth a 4-pack in my opinion.
Yeah,
look at the way it's moving around. It's moving around like a soda.
Yeah,
it's very thin.
Yeah.
You could compare that to the Dr. Pepper that our friend Farm had in his fridge right now.
Yeah.
No, that's my wife. She's a Dr. Pepper fiend, guys. I was in the fridge earlier, and
that's worth a try once.
Now that we got Pat back, man, what did you want to show us what you were drinking finally? Or?
Yeah, sure. So I mean, you saw the can obviously, before that.
Yeah.
One, but
Tombstone.
you can see it's like. I'll give you a little pour here. I mean,
now see that's
how do you see how it kind of coats the glass and all that?
There's a thick beer right there.
Yeah, and look at that head, man. Nice chocolatey head on that bad boy.
Super dark, and it actually holds it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I could like drink this as fast as a Guinness if I didn't stop myself.
Yeah, and then that would be, actually, Pat, go for it because that makes a great video.
Mm-hmm.
Great content.
Well, I opened it after we started, and I'm already like more than halfway through.
Can sweet.
Yeah, that's
15%.
Yeah, we've had shows like that in the past where people have
and then they just
said beers a little quick and they fall asleep, and those made for classic shows.
Brings the share beer ratings right up.
What was it, left, right? What was it, left, right, left, or right, left, right?
Depending on how we play it back, it could be left, right, left, or right, left, left. Right?
It only takes one play to make it a classic, right?
Yeah, that's right. One play, that's it, and that happened. Boom. So yeah, it was. That was actually towards the end of the show too. That actually made the whole show. Yeah.
The sad thing is that he's only been back on the show, I think, once or twice since that episode.
Right. Yeah.
But we're not holding it against him. I think he's just being a little bit more how you say conscious about his medical problem.
Okay, boys, we just got double malt liquored.
Well, there we go.
Double malt liquor. And Mark, what are you having, my friend?
I am
hit by
just about finishing up.
Oh, Jay Vega's in the house.
Finishing up with this year's edition of Sweetwater's Festivale.
Oh,
so it's their winter warmer.
Okay.
8.1%. Kind of a classic. I think they take their brown ale and pop it up a little bit with some spices. So it's got cinnamon, nutmeg, and it changes a little bit every year. 8.1% ABV.
Okay.
So, and it's pretty dark.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it's pretty dark. I mean, this is winter warmer season. This is a good one. This is always dependable. And you could age this for a couple years, but it's very. I mean, you get a little bit with age, but it's more just buy it and drink it.
Right. Just drink it fresh. I'm showing. I won't bother sharing the screen, but you got 10 ratings on here right now and 10 in the last 30. It's a new beer just released this year. This is for the 2018 variant, and 8.1% like you said. So are you getting any of the typical strong beer / winter warmer sort of?
It's warming up now, so I'm getting some like some nutmeg and some cinnamon. Maybe a little bit of like black licorice type of thing. But dark coffee, a little bit of that.
In the chat, we've got Travis D is bringing up old shows. So he says, if I remember the older dude from Texas that was acting crazy. Yeah. It's, what has happened over the years is we could actually put together shows that Mark hasn't been on, and those end up being kind of classic shows. And that was one of those shows that Mark wasn't on. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, was Dave on here with me?
Dave briefly popped on.
Yeah. It was me and that guy for a minute, and then Dave popped on for a little bit. That happened to be the one show that Dave popped in on, and it was that show.
For everyone's reference, Share a Beer 323.
Yeah, it's 323. Yeah,
And I think left, right, left, or right, left, right. It was like 330.
No, much later. 323 was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It should have been named Never Forget.
Yeah. That was one of those shows where I worked my ass off, man.
You earned your check with a bunch of with all zeros in it.
Yeah.
Travis has it. Fly Me to the Moon. That was the title. That was the title we gave it.
Yeah.
He sang "Fly Me to the Moon."
That guy was a riot, man. I swear. Yeah, that was great. So, what would the malt liquor community? What would Billy D say about "Fly Me to the Moon," man?
Actually, I'm very sorry that the Malt Liquor Report missed out on the Share Beer 323. I think maybe Jay Vega might have jumped in on that show, but
yeah. Some of the malt liquor community has been part of this show that long. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Giving me malt liquors and whatever else they do, but
they've been slamming us, but we've been giving them ideas.
Yeah, they've been part. There's part of the malt liquor community has been part of this show just as long.
Actually, I want to thank Travis because this past June, I let the anniversary slip by. I've been celebrating it or mentioning it every year since it's happened, and I let it slip by this past June. So thank you, Travis. For anybody watching, if you want to see the greatest episode of Share a Beer ever, go back to Share a Beer number 313 from June of 2015.
323.
Share a Beer number 323, Fly Me to the Moon.
I have it open in a new tab right now. So.
Greatest episode of one of the first episodes.
Yeah, I've got plenty of beer.
Yeah.
Or just pay attention when Mark's not here. Those are the shows.
Yeah, when Mark's not here. We should label those shows. That should be a whole
not that
playlist.
You shouldn't watch when he's here.
Yeah.
A whole meme. When
a whole meme, Mark's not here.
Yeah, just do a Mark not here show.
It's almost
something happens when he doesn't show up.
Actually, that kind of ties in because Mark is the cat guy, and when the cat's away, the mice will play, and that's what happens. So
my favorite malt liquor no longer exists. It was Black Label 1111.
Whoa. You've got whoa. You've got Jeff, you jumped in the show. It's been a minute. Okay, and you come back to the show with my favorite malt liquor is.
Hey, we were talking about malt liquor a minute ago. Why not?
Oh my God!
If I'm gonna drink it, it's gonna be King Cobra.
You can't get the one I like. You can't get it anymore.
I drank plenty of those back in the day.
Hey, you try this Black Label 1111. It's called Black Label.
Still Reserve or just Black
11,
Label?
11. They went out of business 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, Carling Black Label. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Okay, Bum, Billy D has it confirmed on this show. We do at least have one guy who has a favorite malt liquor. There is fuel for their fire right there.
I do.
I know, guys. Sorry, I'm redneck. I know.
No, we got two guys. That's right. We got two.
It comes out sometimes.
And
I have to admit it.
Can't forget Farm Boy.
We should get double credit.
You're right.
From the chairman. We should get double credit because we've actually got a farm boy and a redneck.
And I've drank several.
And he's drank several malt liquors. Boom!
Well, I have some water to go.
I prefer flavor, though.
Right here, so.
I know.
Oh, no, Pat!
Oh, no. Pat's got it in the can.
Another good malt liquor. If you get it. Another good malt liquor, which is not available in the U.S., is Molson Bradeur.
Are you cracking that
I've had Molson. I've been to Canada twice.
Yes, look at it. This is communism acting right here. He's pouring malt liquor in
pour it into a glass. Yes.
All right, guys. Now, don't be rating me with those guys. Now, I'm gonna get on you.
Oh, look at that. Look at how big that head is. About 4
Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Pat,
head
at least.
Give him full pinky out with that as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
look at that. Boom! Nice.
There you go.
There's the thumbs up. Label out. Remember.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
all we need is one more guy to have malt liquor on here. Crack it and pour it out.
Hey, I actually have a Bud Ice. I don't know if that counts.
I only mentioned it because they were talking about malt liquor a minute ago.
Yeah,
I don't normally drink malt liquor much.
That is awesome. Pat jumps on here at malt liquor is hilarious to me because Pat drinks so much craft beer. It is insane.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a love.
Well, I have something to trump Jeffrey's Molson Bradeur, which I've just been recently checking in my vintage Canadian bottles on Untapped, and I know Mark has seen it.
I love Canada.
Jeffrey, I'm going to trump your Molson Bradeur malt liquor with this Labatt's. John Labatt's extra stock malt liquor.
Wow.
I've had 4 or 5 different Labatt's beers, but not that one.
Labatt Blues.
Very good.
Labatt's extra stock malt liquor.
Wow.
I gotta go. I've got family in town, so.
Okay, Mark.
How rare is that?
Mark. Get wild.
Mark.
Feel free.
Yeah.
It's gonna get crazy now that Mark's leaving.
Mark's gone. We're out of here, man.
Hey, I told you it's gonna be wild tonight, guys. Mark's leaving.
See you next week.
Hey, can you?
Okay, man. Peace out, Mark. We'll see you,
Labatt's
bro.
in the US? Probably not. That Labatt's is probably not available in the U.S., I would bet.
This hasn't been available anywhere for like 30 years.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, if Bum's got the bottle, it's probably old.
Yeah, I've had like 5 or 6 different beers from Labatt's, but not that one. But I've had several. And they put out some nice beers back around. I don't know. They put out a series of beers that made available in the U.S.
Molson has several too, don't they?
What's that?
Molson has several different ones too, don't they? Molson Dry.
Yeah, but you can't get
Go
the
back and
dry.
check my Untapped from the last couple of weeks. I got Molson Porter, Labatt's Velvet Cream Porter, all kinds of stuff.
Is it?
Well, Labatt's put out for this period of time around, I don't remember when it was, around 2008, 2009. They put out a bunch of they called them John Labatt's beers. They put out a series of beers that were part of mixed packs. You could only get them in the mixed packs. I don't remember that particular one, but they had like a brown ale and they had like an IPA, and a few others. They were only available for a short time, about a year, and I scooped them all up at the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now here's a brand new one, which I'm going to crack.
Schlitz Bull Ice. Whoa.
Oh, Schlitz. I've had some Schlitz Bull Ice. Fuck.
The only Schlitz I can get in the U.S., the only Schlitz I can get in New Hampshire right now is their VSL. They're very strong.
Oh, you can get the VSL. You can get that, Jeffrey. VSL.
That's a badass can, though, ain't it?
Really? It's the only Schlitz beer.
There's only Schlitz liquor.
For some reason, that blends right together perfectly.
It was already in your mind that it's
I
shit.
guess I must think it's a good market for it. But the only one I can get in New Hampshire, I can't even get Schlitz regular. I have to get Schlitz VSL. It's the only one I can get.
Jeffrey, we might have to do a malt liquor trade through the mail.
Oh,
I never thought I would ever say those words, but
malt liquor trading's going on here. What?
It's happening.
This is
too much malt liquor buzz going on right now. I can't take it.
22 or 23 ounce cans. Several stores sell it in the cans. The only way I can get it. I don't know why. We used to get regular Schlitz here, but for some reason, I guess it wasn't selling. So for whatever reason, I guess they must think that Schlitz VSL must sell because they keep it available.
I got to slow the roll because this is a lot of firsts happening right here.
Yeah.
On one end,
malt liquor's taking over this show tonight.
We've got tons of precious barrel.
We can switch it up, guys. We don't have to talk about malt liquor anymore.
Barrel-aged beer talk. And then on the other hand, we've got the opposite end of the spectrum. We've got malt liquor talk.
Hey, why not?
On the same show. But you know what they have in common? It's rare beer talk, because not only are we talking malt liquor, but we're talking rare malt liquors that can't be found in other areas, and we need a beer trade for them. And on the other end, we're talking rare Bourbon County stouts.
And we're also talking...
The chairman has a hard on right now.
And we're also talking extinct malt liquors, too.
Yeah.
Well, Joe Diaz,
he's got a definite chub working about all these extinct malt liquors he's not got to try.
I mean, I can add to it by adding that I have now had 4 McRibs in my life.
Not quite 27 though, huh?
I have had 4 McRibs. This was the latest McRib I've had. I'll show it on camera here. That is my latest McRib right there. So we can add some McRib talk in here with craft beer. And
what state did you wind up going to?
Well, I had 2 in California and 2 in New Mexico. So I could even
Joe, to get off the malt liquor, to get off the malt liquor conversation, I did switch to Long Trail Survival Pack batch number 2 IPA. So
2318.
We can't switch malt liquor because we're actually in the malt liquor report now.
And actually, McRibs are part of tonight's malt liquor report.
Yeah, it's why I threw the McRib in there, because I knew McRibs would be in there somewhere.
And just so you know, while you're giving this report, I will be drinking my Mickey's like this.
All right.
Hey, why not?
Mickey's isn't that bad.
No, man, I'll drink Mickey's.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And as you guys are doing that, I just cracked open my Schlitz Boys, and I'm about to take my...
Oh.
Hell yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? This is a notch better than most of the malt liquors I've ever had.
It is. Schlitz's Bull Ice is not bad, really.
Yeah, this is actually not bad. I mean, it ain't good, but it's not bad.
Yeah. But if we're rating it on a scale of 1 to craft, it's not
I don't know, because we can't get anything but Schlitz BSL here. I don't know why that is. I'd love to try their other beers.
Sounds like a 2.75 rating to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guys, I don't know what holidays you're into, but if you like Christmas and the lights, look here, check the tree out.
I get a kick out of
what the beer in the background of the tree. Look at that lighting.
Nice. Very nice.
Joe, check the chat real quick on YouTube and see what Craig said. I'm not going to say anything, though.
Yeah. I had already seen that. Yeah. So what else does Billy D have for us, man?
Okay, well, speaking of McRibs and the chairman and malt liquor. Now, anybody who's watched the chairman and many other of the malt liquor drinkers knows that who are the top 3 enemies of the MLDC? We have Dwarf, Fat Reggie, and Mr. Some Drunk, a.k.a. Dumb Cunt.
Dwarf has kindly dropped off. He's not really making many videos.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah, he comes. Yeah, you know what? His legacy lives on. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But as far as we've never really covered Mr. Some Drunk before, even though he's mentioned in probably 90% of the malt liquor videos. Tonight, Joe, it is time to cover Mr. Some Drunk. So if you just want to do a Google search, it's all one word, MR capital Some Drunk.
Do I need to search in YouTube or?
Yeah, probably within YouTube. Capital M, small R, capital S, Some Drunk.
Oh, okay. There's an S.
Yeah, Mr. Some Drunk.
Oh, so it's not Thumb Drunk, it's Some Drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had it Some.
Like SUM.
MR, Some Drunk. All one word.
Oh, okay.
SOM.
Still had it wrong. Yeah. Oh, I put in Y. Why did I put in Y? That was a typo. Huh.
While you're punching him up, I will state that our friend Jay Vega has put a bounty out on the head of Mr. Some Drunk.
Uh-oh.
For the crimes of,
Put the hit out, huh?
to quote Jay Vega, deliberate desecration of a McRib and blatant disrespect of a 40 ounce.
Desecration of a McRib.
Yeah, there you go, Joe.
Desecration of a McRib and
And here you go, McRib season, the first video.
That's horrid, isn't it?
You gotta love that.
And there he is, and there's the man with the hairstyle that everybody talks about is a toupee. Now Jay Vega is putting a bounty on his head.
Yo.
And saying that he will send a case of 40-ounce malt liquor, Colt 45, to anybody who slaps his toupee sideways. Based on the crimes he's about to commit in this video.
In this video. Okay, so this is the crime video right here.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That one's got a lot of onion on it. All right.
That's fucking gross.
Oh.
Ugh. All right. Somebody's got to do it. Might as well.
That's fucking gross. He said.
Tapping a bottle, we can't see it.
Malt liquor.
Oh, yeah, he's got our Mickeys there.
Oh.
Just you wait.
Lord.
Oh, he's going to run it over with his truck?
Like.
Nice. How does it act as a wheel cross? Is that what it is?
He knows how to piss off the MLDC.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, he's got and he tapped the bottle. He's got the what do they want?
Mickey's.
He should have used the Mickey's as the wheel chalk.
No, I don't want. You don't want to put holes in your tire, though.
Sounds like a funeral's coming.
He burned out on it too.
Nice.
Where's the there's the
nice little divot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You know? Yeah.
Oopsie. Oh, the fire ants are already all over it. Holy cow. Well, that's one that you won't have to eat. What do you say we wash down that McRib? Oh, liquor.
Oh, nice! Here we go.
He's got a heavy topper shirt on too.
Look at that. Nice.
Yeah.
You got it. I'm gonna thumb up this video.
He's got a heady topper shirt on, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I'm the 14th thumb up on
I noticed that like real quick, and I was like,
nice.
Yeah.
Malt liquor, you get it. Nice. Good.
That's fucking hilarious.
Good job. Look at that. And he didn't put the label out as well. Like,
he covered it with his hand while he poured it out.
Right on the Mickey. So he poured out Mickey's on the Mickey shirt. That's
assault.
Sweet. And he's pouring out the door foam on it.
That up.
Don't pick that up.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That
man.
was pretty cool, yeah.
Gotta love that. That was great right there, man. So is there rebuttal videos for this? I would assume.
Well, other than the Jay Vega putting out a bounty on his head for that, there hasn't been anything other than that.
I love that. See, I asked for someone to pour malt liquor out. We need someone. All we need is someone to pour malt liquor out, and Bum delivers. Boom. Dilly dilly to that right there, man.
Dilly dilly.
Something tells me some drunk it might be crossing over.
Yeah.
Or is that just a publicity stunt?
Oh no, that's what he does all the time.
Oh, he does that to piss off everybody in the MLDC. Okay.
Oh yeah, constantly.
Oh, it worked. It worked because he has a bounty.
If you're a true beer lover, I think you have to have a love for craft beer. I mean,
what's the bounty? What what makes it worth his head?
Well, I don't know what the bounty is. Well, the crime is according to
the crime. We know what the crime is.
Yeah. Well, the reward is a case of 40-ounce cold 45s.
Is that worth it?
For anybody
10
that's
times the value of what he just did.
Yeah.
With a case of heady topper.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm down.
So I switched to a new beer. This is brand new, just a couple weeks old from Long Trail of Vermont. It's just called their Base Layers Brown Ale. Got this kind of like charcoal, char burnt character to it. Sweet malt. I like brown ales. It's really good with a burnt sensation. It's what is it? 6%? 6%. 6% ABV. So decent looking beer. Nice beer.
It looks good.
I had it before, but it's new from them. Brand new. Just came out a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, cool.
Gonna put my phone on charge, guys. I'm about to die.
Finished a brown ale myself. So.
All right.
What else does Billy D have for?
Brown ales were kind of like my first kind of craft beer that I would drink regularly.
Hamburger patty going
Way back when.
But let's get back to the end of the malt liquor report. What do you?
Okay, well, for Thanksgiving this week, I want everybody to take a wild guess what Steel Worldwide consumed on Thanksgiving Day.
McRibs.
Mac ribs.
Mac ribs.
Mac ribs in front of his damn arrows.
Stuffing.
You put some turkey and corn in there too.
Exactly.
On top of the Mac rib.
He had 2 more Mac ribs, and he stated that he has 1 more left to consume, and he's got it
30, right?
In his freezer, and he's going to break it out on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve.
And that'll make 30, right?
Yeah, that very good.
I've been keeping up.
Yep, that was 29 total on camera, and
yeah, 27 last week, right? And then
very good. I thought I was the only one keeping count.
I listen to the show, guys, all the time, so I take it in too. So.
There's no gold stars for keeping up, though. Just so you know.
I know.
So he is also.
I don't need a gold star. I've got my gold beer right here.
Yeah. So he also had a major announcement this week that he is in the final stages of purchasing another Corvette.
Oh. Now, he didn't say how big a Corvette. He just said another.
YouTube must be paying good.
So it could be a die-cast Corvette.
No, I think this is an actual drivable Corvette.
Oh. Now, so it's not one of those drivable ones that's like battery operated. That's for
no.
No, I think Steel would break that style of Corvette.
Yeah. But he doesn't necessarily look like the biggest guy, so he could fit in one of those. 5.
Yeah, but his height to weight ratio would break the toy.
He could do a video. Well, sitting there needing a McRib.
Who knew that advertising for Mac ribs would get you enough revenue for Corvettes?
Yeah, for Corvettes. Yeah. Actually, Earth's gonna earn himself a spot yet on the next video.
And the funny thing is, Earth, you have been flying under the radar as far as the chairman's concerned, because he has no clue who the hell you are.
Yeah, Tom, Andrew, aka Andy.
Some of the biggest craft beer cunts around.
Yeah. Everybody has gotten cussed out except for Earth.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's around the corner.
It's coming. Yeah. Yeah, you haven't officially made it in this.
So now, is that a cigarette you're smoking on, or?
No, that's another part of the reviews. Tom's going to have his own.
That's called a pairing.
Medicinal.
Yeah, that's a pairing, actually. Yeah, that is.
Okay. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a we pair
beer.
Weed with its. Yeah, that's a true smoked beer right there. Yeah.
You got brownies in the oven, by the way, Tom?
There you go.
On Thanksgiving, I smoke myself, not the chick.
Yeah.
About to go outside and join you.
Now, see, we bring Thanksgiving to you by showing a smoked turkey live.
There you go. There you go.
Just feed me well, and I'll taste good, man.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
step out. My friend, I appreciate it, man.
I'm gonna step out, Joe, and so on. I'm gonna check you later. I'll try to pop in a later time.
Oh, okay.
Enjoyed participating, so I'm gonna say so long.
Always a pleasure, Jeff.
Pleasure seeing you again, Jeff.
See you later. Bye.
Yeah, have a good one, Jeff.
Hey, buddy.
Whew.
Okay.
I'll give you a malt liquor teaser for next week. The chairman did create a malt liquor viral video last week.
Oh.
Wow.
It did go viral, not for any good reason, bad reason, but it did go viral. So we'll save that for next week.
Also, he did have an actual viral video.
Yeah.
Now this is hilarious because, like we have stated in the past, all we have to do is mention weed, and we will get the Weed Authority, and we have them in chat. Right
there
now.
he is.
The Weed Authority. Yes, he is in chat.
Instead of Better Beer Authority, Better Weed Authority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got it. We mentioned weed pairings and authority on our.
You guys know that hops and cannabis are in the same family.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cousin, right?
Who else? What other show has their very own herb prophet? We do. We've got a.
Hey.
So.
I think if we come up with enough conflict on here about weed, maybe he'll cam up and jump in. We might have to push it a little further.
Tobacco's better. Right?
Yeah. They're doing a CBD infused beer now, guys. I'm not sure what the name of the brewery is, but I saw it today on Facebook. Craft Beer Critics maybe would have posted it. But they are actually released. It's the first government-approved CBD beer. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I know that New Belgium has the Hemperor, but that's hemp. It's not actual CBD. It's just hemp. There's a difference in extracted CBD from a plant grown in a hemp plant. So
I don't know how that's going to work because CBD. Well, it means technically CBD is legal in all 50 states.
That's what I thought too.
So,
But
I just don't know if there's certain ways that I don't know if they can, because obviously when you mix it with alcohol, it's a different effect.
Yeah, that's what I don't know either, because I know here in Virginia we can get the CBD oil as long as it has no THC. You know.
Yeah, you can go on the internet and just get it shipped to you. I mean, it's like
the crystals and stuff.
Yeah. To expand on the weed conversation, I have now been to Colorado enough times, and we all know about Colorado. We're all familiar.
Man, dude, this
Well, all the states, Missouri now, Michigan.
Hold on a second. After my recent visit to LA, and that was a small glimpse, right? That was just downtown LA. There's weed everywhere, man. I mean, you can literally all the.
Oh yeah.
It was as bad as when me and Tom and Mark were in downtown for the concerts and everything. I had to cover up. They saw me.
It's like, hey man, you want some weed? You want some weed? I got some weed right here.
Man, you want to smoke a ball, man?
Last year when you guys went down there for GABF, you guys were talking about that for about the next month worth of shows.
It was. I mean, especially at the Rams game. That's one of the untold things that you won't hear about is how much weed was at that game. They tell you
the Atlanta Dallas game I went to last week, or not Thursday Thanksgiving, but Sunday. They were smoking weed everywhere. It was everybody was smoking
in the stadium.
Everywhere, outside the stadium, getting ready to go in the stadium, but not in the stadium. But now, like outside tailgating, everybody was firing up blunts, joints. I mean, and I was like, guys, do the cops not care? And they were like, no, they don't care on game day.
This is on the same level as if the only thing I could kind of compare it to is if you've ever been to a race. I have been to many races my whole life. If you've ever been to a race, there's a lot of weed. There always has been. My whole life, on every level, we've been to races. Drag racing specifically is very heavily. There was always, I was a little boy.
I'm right near Bristol track, NASCAR track, and I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? You would even come home smelling like weed as a kid,
even if you didn't smoke. Yeah.
And that's the only thing I can compare it to. Going to this open air stadium because the Coliseum doesn't have a roof. They were smoking during the whole game. It was crazy.
Oh wow! Inside. Oh wow.
Yeah. So it was that kind of and then just being on the streets, walking around downtown, cars drive by, and you're just like
you smell it.
It was pretty.
You don't even have to smoke it to get a high. It's contact high. If you just walk by somebody, it's woo.
Get you a big whiff, and there you go, huh?
It is one of the few other places where it is recreational legal, and so
if you're ever in Boston the second week on September and Saturday, I went there once. They do the Boston Freedom Rally, and they go to the Boston Commons, and there's literally thousands of people smoking weed in the Boston Commons. And they have like music going and everything. They do the same thing in Seattle. Like it travels.
I heard about that one in Seattle though, yeah.
They do the same thing in Colorado, Seattle. They travel the country. It's a pretty epic time. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was definitely a good time in LA, for sure. I could talk about that Rams game for those of you that don't know about this epic game. It was that
was wild.
It was the most points scored in a Monday Night Football game, third highest scoring NFL game, period.
That must have been amazing to be at.
Past Monday Nighter in LA, the Chiefs versus the Rams. I was there. It was incredible. I don't know. Did I post any pictures anywhere? I think I might have posted a picture maybe on my community page, maybe.
You just posted a picture of the McRib you got there.
Oh yeah, I've seen that today.
Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't. Okay, so I'll post some pictures probably in both the Facebook page and on
You said it was much better too, right?
The McRib. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that I had in LA was decent. The two McRibs. I had two McRibs in LA, two in New Mexico. And two that I had in New Mexico were definitely
that was the ones I saw that you said were way better. Yeah,
they were definitely way better. Definitely.
Can you add sauce on the side? Can you ask for extra sauce?
You have to actually come to find out that this year, when I'm finding out from talking with different McRib connoisseurs, is that the McRibs are becoming light on sauce. you have to ask for extra sauce in order to get them even close to what you're used to if you do have McRib. Well worth it, man, because that sauce is so tangy, so like sticky, and it has that real nice molasses sort of flavor. It's pretty sauce. Which is a little surprising for McDonald's, but it's actually, if they bottled it, I'd buy it. It's actually a pretty decent barbecue sauce. It's not great, but it's decent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me ask you though, would you travel? I mean, you obviously traveled, but like you didn't travel just for the McRib.
Right, I didn't travel for that.
Travel as far as still worldwide, it does for the McRib.
For the McRib.
Like driving, would you drive an hour and a half for it?
No.
That's the real
question. I would drive to the corner McDonald's to get it if it was offered, but it's not. It would have to be I happen to be there just like I was now, and they have McRibs. Now, the first two that I ordered at McDonald's, I'll tell you, I went the extra mile by ordering Uber Eats to get them. I actually ordered Uber Eats to have it delivered to the hotel where I was staying. So I went that far. I went that far.
Uber Eats is awesome. We used it in Atlanta, and it was really good.
Oh, Uber Eats is bomb. I can have...
Oh, dude, crazy cool.
Anybody that was... Well, not everybody was, but anybody...
We got Olive Garden brought to our room.
During the World Series knows that I ordered Uber Eats during the World Series. It was great.
Awesome.
I had Panda Express delivered Uber Eats, man. It was incredible. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
You were this close to leaving getting Panda Express, and I remember you telling me they almost delivered to the wrong house.
They almost delivered to your neighbor across the street.
They almost did. The guy was parked across the street. He was getting out to walk. Matter of fact, he rang the doorbell because my neighbor actually came out, and I was like, "Oh, sorry, they delivered to the wrong house." You know what I'm saying? And then he handed the bag to me and left. But yeah, that was. But Uber Eats is the best thing to happen, especially since marijuana is legal in some places. I'll just say that. Their profits have been going. They even offered me discount fares this week. Actually, this whole week, if you do Uber, it was 30% off for me this whole week. And I did a lot of Ubering this week. So a lot of my rides were considerably small. Like, for instance, my Uber from the hotel I was at downtown to the Coliseum was $4.
Wow, that's not bad at all.
You know it would be a cool thing that if they did. You know how like if you've been drinking, you want to take an Uber. It'd be cool if you blew, like, you know how like you can blow into the whatever it is and get a .00 something.
Oh yeah, the alcohol meter. Yeah.
If you could blow a certain meter, they would give you a discount.
They do give free rides.
Really?
Yeah.
They do that regularly. I don't use it, but I get the emails for specifically that. Now, it's a one-way ride, and you're going to have to pay to come back. But they'll give you, there's a lot of times they'll give you that ride home.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, Uber does do that. I think Lyft does it as well.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. It's nice to know that.
No way. Okay, wait a minute. We got if this is true, we got Texas Underdog in the chat, and he says that he's from the one back in 2008.
Can't Stop Drinking from 2008.
Yeah.
Do you remember, Joe?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I do remember. Yeah. I do remember. Man, we're getting like this has been, I would say, what, Bum, maybe since July? We've been getting a lot of old timers coming back, huh? Not that they're old, but just long time viewers of the show.
Yeah.
BDU. Yeah, he was part of that BDU, man. That old school malt liquor community. The ones that were trying to get me into the BDU. They were trying very hard back then. That was the Smell Pickle. It was him. There was the Alabama guy. I forget his name. There was that whole community. That was the first malt liquor community that was part of this show. There's been many. But yeah, Beer Drinkers United. I remember, man.
I think a lot of them just do the bullshit for views. Honest to God.
Yeah, it's fun, man. Look, this is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I've never taken it too serious. It's entertainment.
You can't. Yeah.
And you know,
it seems like the MLDC takes it too seriously, and they don't see the comedy in it.
No,
Yeah,
actually,
exactly. There's too much.
the MLDC does see the humor in it.
Yeah.
Well,
although I shouldn't be saying that out loud.
Yeah. No, they're just as big as part of this show as anything else. There's people like we've talked about. I think we talk about it typically in the pre-show, and what happens in the pre-show stays there. But this part, I think, is fine. You know, there's a lot of shtick in this show, right? I'm not Jewish, but there's a lot of shtick in the show, right? Like, I don't mind going along with it, and there's a lot of shtick to the malt liquor guys, right? Like, there's, you know, it's a lot for views, and I can have a lot of fun going back and forth. I don't take it very seriously at all, you know.
It's to the point of like sports, like people they talk
go overboard,
going back and forth, but you don't get to the.
It's a friendly back and forth. Like, you don't ever. I ain't gonna say ever. Ever.
The only time I ever had real true rivalries was when I played high school football. And now Graham and Tazewell, where we're from, that was you hated each other. I mean, they hated us, we hated them, and it was a war, man, every time.
Now, Pat says something funny in the chat because he's saying that Tombstone is too easy drinking, man. He's supposed to be somewhere later tonight. Sounds like he said that because he's gonna have a hard time getting there, man. That was a 10.5% beer he drank, and lickety split.
16-point IPA I have from Devil's Backbone's 9.1, and you cannot taste it at all. It's dangerous too.
Okay, I'm gonna have this right now. This is the first time I'm having this. This was the beer that was sent to me by Hot Butcher.
Oh, cool.
Jeremiah, if I remember his name right, sent this to me. So I'm gonna have. He sent 2 of these. I'm gonna have this first one and review the other one. This is Citra hopped American Pale.
I love Citra.
Infused with arcane distilled hop oil. 5.75 ABV. So we'll check.
Nice.
Not a lot of smoke out of a can, man. But we've talked about that. Oh,
what's the name of that, Joe? I see traveling something.
Yes.
Traveling.
That looks good just pouring out of the can, dude.
Look at this. I mean, okay. Okay, this is the second one. You crack it. I haven't researched this beer one bit. I got to do the tap. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah. Take your picture.
Stay with me. I got to get the picture because I got to do the tappa, and then I got to get the picture. There's a procedure to these things now that we have to follow.
You should just call it Earth. And then
I won't. First thing I got to do. Okay. I'm not trying to talk trash about you, but Hot Butcher, you guys know I'm gonna talk about this now. Take a good look at the can and tell me what's your first impression. I'm gonna take it away. What do you see?
I see the Mercury spacecraft from the early 60s.
I see a bong.
What do you see? Yeah, so that it could be.
I see a bong myself.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The cylinder bong.
That could go a few different ways. You know what I'm saying? So,
looks like a cylinder piece to me.
Depending on your mindset.
I don't know, Joe. What were you thinking? You thinking something different over there?
Guys, let me tell you, man. This is one of those beers, like Jeff said, that he probably wouldn't like. Then I guess I would assume this is a New England style IPA.
It looks New England style. It's very hazy.
Very hazy. Look at that color. Look at this thing. This thing.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, man. Oh. I'm getting mango. I'm getting passion fruit. I'm
gonna have to pour up one of these Simcoe Amarillo for you guys by Westbrook.
Okay, literally, if you've ever taken a can of peaches and you whoop, 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 whoop,
yeah,
and then you pop the can open, and that smell you get from the can of peaches, that's this, baby. This could be a can.
That sounds amazing, dude.
I mean, it's look at that. I poured this, and look at that.
I bet that's crushable.
Yeah, here we go, man. Cheers, dilly.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Joe's going deep.
Come on, Joe,
On in
crush
5
it.
goals.
Crush it.
Joe D goes in.
Oh, he almost crushed it.
Oh,
that was good.
Crush it, Joe.
Okay, this is. I'm gonna say right now. 5 point. What did I say? 5 point.
Bing, 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 bing.
Yes. I'm gonna let you know this is two thumb. We're gonna get that out of the way. Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
Out the way, okay. Second beer I've had from the Hop Butcher, right there. You can see on the can. Hop Butcher for the world, right? Man, you gotta.
Anything.
It's a little long, but you gotta love it, right? The Hop Butcher, no charge, is
That's what I told him.
yeah. This is what I love about this particular beer is low ABV. This is definite. If you got to have one, you got to have 6 beer. This one is phenomenal. I mean, God, I love that sweetness. I love that we've kind of. I know there's other, and that's what's great about this show. We just had someone in who is on the opposite end, who's kind of a little and we get Zach, who comes in the show regularly, who also says a similar thing. Like he's kind of getting tired of the New England IPA thing, right? A little tired of these sort of beers. I ain't. I'll tell you right now, it can get a little tiresome if that's all you're consuming.
Certain ones.
I haven't in a while. I'm kind of heavy on darker beers, browns and stouts and porters. And,
I like a malt backbone.
Yeah, a nice. This has a nice malty backbone.
That's what I love in IPA. Yeah.
Look at the lace on that glass, my friend. Look at that.
Wow.
Nice medium-bodied beer. Look at that.
It's almost like those kinds of beers. It's almost like there's no hops, but there's hops.
Yeah, there is hops. It's just where do you
I agree. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
I'm glad. I am personally glad we're a little ways away from these huge, grassy, earthy. Now, don't get me wrong, because I dig those too, but I get more tired quickly on those.
Of those.
From the pine.
Big, piney, grassy, earthy, hoppy. Those sort of hoppy IPAs.
Real bitter pine, grapefruit. I'm with you. Like if it's too much on the back end, if you're tasting it for minutes after you've taken a drink, yeah, I get tired of those quick too, Jody.
Yeah, I like them. Don't get me wrong. I don't not.
Oh yeah.
And if someone says it to me, dear God, they will get confused.
Oh yeah.
It's just that I can get a little fatigued quicker with IPAs with those than I would something like this. This is a drink. I can't. This is an IPA. Don't get me wrong, because I don't have a same opinion. There's a lot of. And by the way,
Loot Bag Larry just chimed in.
More and more into craft beer. There's a lot of very good-looking ladies out there that are getting into craft beer. Let's be clear. But if you've got a lady that is leans more wine than craft beer, and she's more of a fruity wine person, this would definitely bring them in, I would think, because it's got that right amount of tartness, that right amount, just that real nice subtle tartness. It's not
kind of like a fruit beer, really.
Kind of, yeah. I don't necessarily fruit the beer, but if the hop is fruity, then that's all good.
Exactly, yeah.
It doesn't scare you away.
This is so good. Oh.
So, Joe, did you say you've had stuff from Tombstone now?
Yes.
Okay. Because they make like some amazing New England style IPAs. I think maybe the best in Arizona.
Really? Okay. Thanks, Tom.
I haven't had anything from them. I don't think I get that distribution up my way.
Hey, no problem, Joe.
Right? Yeah, no problem, man. Hey, you let me know what else I can do. Yeah.
Them and actually Borderlands. I had like maybe the best, like top 5 IPA I've ever had was from Borderlands out of Tucson.
Nice.
Do you like Borderlands as a brewery? Are they? Some of their stuff isn't that great.
They're kind of hit and miss.
Yeah.
I think. But like they had one that was a collaboration with a place out in like Litchfield called Ground Control. I don't know if you've ever been there. They did an anniversary beer for them that was like a New England hazy IPA that was just amazing, called like Sitting in a Tin Can, and it was just like blew me away how good that beer was. But
yeah, they've got tasting notes on the can here. They've got ripe mango. Man, I called that right, huh? Pleasant, dank. Nice. Gotta love that they put that in there. And a bright tropical. So I was right in there. With what they put on the can.
What is the name of the brewery?
Hop Butcher for the World.
Honestly,
butchering hops.
There should be more breweries like them shipping out to reviewers and realize like a lot of these big breweries and they have really good beer. They don't ship them out to people and have them review it. You know what I mean? Like I've seen like other people, like 2 or 3 other people reviewing it.
I would assume that you could put that in there. That name is unique enough. Traveling Scientist. If you're searching for it, I would assume you could put that in there and find it. Maybe I should have researched this one because it says Arcane Distilling. So the only problem is he's one of the few brewers that sent this out that didn't send some documentation. Like, see here, I've got other document just to let you guys see behind the. I've still got my documentation from Fuller's, my documentation from Two Brothers. Like, they usually send some sort of documentation with some sort of something on the beer, right? Whether it be just a brief description and a little brief description about the brewery or something. They usually do let you know something. It would have been nice to have that, even if he did it via email, because seeing this on the can gives me at least 5 questions. You know what I'm saying? Arcane Distilling, like, I immediately I can think of like 5 questions right now in my head. You know what I'm saying?
You want to know what it is? It's infused with Arcane Distilling hop oils. That's what it's saying on the Untapped. I guess they use their hop oils.
Okay, so that's what's on the. Okay, so that's what Arcane Distilled hop oils on the front means. Okay, well that's why I'm doing this live in front of everybody. They can see the process. But yeah, that's great. That's great, man. This is all their beers that I've seen on Untapped were all 4 bottle caps or better.
Mm.
I mean,
where are they out of?
They're out of Illinois. They're out of basically the Chicago area. Darien, Illinois. If anybody's familiar with Illinois, Darren.
I'm a sucker for Midwest beers.
Are you really? Okay.
Just because I was born in Wisconsin, like
that's
Wisconsin,
right.
so.
That's right. Yeah. Well, if you can find them, Pat, I have to admit I've
never heard of them. I haven't been out in that area in a couple of years now, but I need to go back. So
well, everything so far. I've had 2 beers, but all the other beers that I looked up on Untapped though, that they did send, I did do that much. They were all 4 bottle caps or better. So very highly rated brewery.
I find that's actually a thing with the Midwest a lot. It's like very regional. Like it doesn't leave, with 100 miles.
Yeah.
Of that area.
Unless they get a good distributor in certain areas, like Great Lakes.
A lot of
we get Surly in Arizona, a little bit anyway. Out of Minnesota.
Yeah.
For a long time.
It all depends on who the distributor is, Pat.
But I think like New Glarus brewing out of Wisconsin, I think they're like the 5th biggest craft brewer in the country.
Really?
It's Wisconsin only.
Wow.
And it's just
you guys have access to Sweetwater?
They eat a lot of beer and cheese.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing is like their core beers, like the Moon Man and the Spotted Cow, like literally everywhere you can get that. Every single restaurant, every single bar, every single gas station.
A lot like Kill Lifter here.
A little bit, yeah.
This is a question, but is there any such thing as a cheesed beer?
You mean like
beer
with cheese in it?
If you're in Wisconsin, does anyone like, oh shit, we got a bunch of cheese?
I've never seen that, no.
This is the weird question.
There's cheese with beer in it.
They call that beer cheese.
That's common, but the opposite, I don't know. I've never seen like a Stilton
let's
blue
think about
cheese
this a little bit.
stout or something.
Let's think about this a little bit. I think there's beers that have tried to emulate some particular.
Yeah, I can picture. I can't think of the. I think
there's like a Gouda or something beer. You know what I'm saying? Like
there's a brewery out in New York that's like one of these like super hyped up people lining up that does like hazy IPAs and stuff. And I know they have like a cheddar IPA that's supposed to like have those flavors, but I can't think of what they're called. Their cans,
Other
they have
half.
like 16-ounce cans. And they
Broccoli.
have, like, yeah. Who is that?
Other half.
Other half. Yeah. Okay. So they have like cheddar, broccoli, all that shit. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think it actually has actual cheese in it. It's just a name.
Okay, here's Traveling Scientist. I'm going to show the Untapped on this beer. Yeah, here we go, man. Here's another Tom beer right here. Tom just hasn't had it. But you got here's the Traveling Scientist, the one I just had. He had 1,200 ratings on here, 262 in the last 30 days, 5.75%, no IBUs rated. Citra hopped American Pale Ale infused with arcane distilled hop oils, 4.22. Excellent beer, man. Excellent. I'd give it a 4.25. I would. Here's a better look at the can, in case anybody couldn't see my can.
And they just sent that to you for like a review?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. It's good when actual good brewers are sending you beer.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I've in the past I had a lot of I had a few home brewers in the past that set their own, which I have to admit is a little scary.
Yeah.
But they did, because they just wanted to know where they sat with their home.
Yeah.
Great. And we had our own home brewer right here, Barrett.
Barrett, yeah, with the Citra Bomb.
Yeah, he said his beers that he always talked about and said how great they were.
That's a great beer. That's still one of my favorite Citra beers I've ever had.
Yeah, it was good.
Have you guys had the Shoots? Let's see, Fresh Squeezed. It's a great Citra beer.
Oh man, yeah. Now the Shoots, if you're a longtime viewer of myself.
Yeah, I know you like the Shoots, dude.
They've sent you a lot, right?
They sent me beers for years. Yeah.
They're awesome. Their Mirror Pond is awesome too.
I wasn't cut off from the Shoots until just a couple of years ago.
I recently had a 2009 Mirror, which was like the barrel-aged kind of barley wine version of Mirror Pond. And supposedly almost all of them are infected, and I guess I got lucky. It was actually super good. I was actually very surprised by how good that was.
Yeah, I'll go to the...
Have you had the Black Butte, Jody?
As a matter of fact, I just had a Black Butte a couple of days ago, and I hadn't...
Me too, man.
Hadn't had Black Butte, and I had it on tap. I had Black Butte. Matter of fact, I think I had it yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
Was she a
yesterday?
Oh, okay.
Just the standard one, right? Not the anniversary.
It's good.
Right, yeah.
The Black Butte Porter, yeah. It's good.
Because that's always their anniversary. It's a Black Butte, 23, 24, 25.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I just got it at My Food City. I could get it. I got a 6-pack bottle.
Here's the just to show you the brewers rating on Untapped really quick. The Hop Butcher for the World gets a 4.11 rating just all together. They got 100,000 ratings, and they get, as a brewery, a 4.11 rating. So
They couldn't have been open for that. Really, it seemed really new.
they added the date that they're added to Untapped, at least, was 2/6/2012. So they've been around for a little bit.
About 6 years.
He did, in his emails back and forth with me, said that he had been a long-time viewer of the show. He just hadn't jumped in here or anything.
That's me, man.
He did give me he actually did not fully intend for me to review them. He just said he wanted to have, wanted me to have some beers to enjoy. He said you could have them on camera or not. So
I need to send you some from here from Virginia.
Should send some through. It'd be awesome.
That's a good perk.
Yeah, it's a decent perk. I would say out of all of us that are actually here on camera, Pat has some of the best perks for something that you have to do around. They do come at a cost, but there is a cost. But hey, Pat, if you don't mind me diving into your personal life a little bit, you mind sharing with these guys what you do for a living?
Take pictures of cars.
Not just Mustangs.
Like old cars, or
not just Mustangs, not just Camaros, but what kind of cars do you shoot?
Like $48 million cars.
Oh my God! Oh, okay, wow.
not always.
But... a $48 million car.
Yeah, not always, but quite often.
I shot a
That's badass, man.
A Ferrari 250 GTO a little while back that was the most valuable car ever sold publicly. So
yeah,
it was like not actually 48.8, so basically 49 million.
Pat, can you give us a round number of how many auto magazines you've possibly been in?
Like individual magazines or issues? I don't know. So probably like a dozen different magazines.
Wow.
Yes. And then multiple issues on a lot of them. But
yeah, we're fortunate, Farm Boy. We're fortunate to have many different people that are very good at what they do. Pat's one of them. Pat's very good at automotive photography. Very, very.
Yeah, I've been lucky to shoot and drive some cool stuff.
Yeah, he's been very, very fortunate.
I didn't drive the $49 million car, but I've driven some 5, 7, that kind of stuff.
But you've been closer than any of us to it. That is right on up there in the guy world as far as cool, right? Beer, chicks, and cars are all part of
beer, chicks, and cars.
that is the only thing missing out of that list is money.
Yeah, there you go, Joe.
I don't know, and weed.
And
there you go.
So
but if you got the beer and you got all those cars and the chicks, you're probably going to have the money too.
Yeah. Pat, I get to be around some hot chicks, but man, I tell you what, being around the cool ass cars is fun.
Yeah.
Pat's been a little sliver of his world before.
Hey,
man.
Pat, let me ask you a question real quick. Have you ever heard of a Red Dawn Edition GT Mustang?
I have not. I've heard a lot of Mustangs, but not a Red Dawn.
Okay, I had one at one point in time. It was a 2008 Red Dawn Edition, 4.6 liter Mustang GT V8. It had the Roush exhaust system with 3.5 inch cherry bomb pipes. It had a Pirelli kit on it, honey, body kit, Pirelli body kit. Yeah, but they only made like 100. They was on one of the front of Ford's magazines and like the racetrack series where they done all the red cars, like all the one-offs or like all the however many they done.
Yeah, I don't know.
But,
I just shot a Roush built Mustang from Petty's garage.
Oh my God!
So like Richard Petty signed one that was for like a Barrett Jackson charity auction thing, but
that's awesome, dude. That is so cool.
And I've shot a handful of like the 1970s Trans Am like Boss Mustang race cars and stuff like that are really cool. But
my wife said I married the wrong man. I told y'all she's the case now.
That is cool. Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, I spent actually down by Tucson. There's a racetrack, and a few years back, or a couple of years back, maybe. We did like a full day where we had like it was 2 Shelby Cobra race cars and some Mustang race cars and a Ford GT40. And we spent 2 full days shooting those at the track.
Oh my God, those GT40s are so good.
Yeah.
I'd say he's met Dylan Hart Jr. Day, probably.
Yeah, Pat's done some cool stuff, man. When it comes to cars, I mean, he's been to Italy a few times now.
Wow.
and show those, pretty exotic red vehicles that we see all the time.
The Lamborghinis and the Ferraris.
Yeah. He shot those nice Italian exotics quite a few times.
That's awesome.
It's actually got him where he's at now.
We were at Atlanta and they were having the Migos concert, Jody, with Drake. And I actually saw, I think it was some of their crew. One of them was in a Maserati and one of them was in a pink Bentley. It was with 20-inch rims. It was crazy looking.
Yeah,
like powder pink. It was crazy.
There's a guy here in Scottsdale that's got a Bentley with, I think, 24-inch wheels on it or something. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And every once in a while when I'm in Scottsdale, I see him. I believe it's I can't remember the model of Bentley it is, but I think hey, Pat, is there like a two-door version of that, one of the newer model Bentleys?
There's one a little while ago called a Mulsanne.
Okay.
Like a giant two-door. It's like it's longer than
long
most
door
cars, but it's a two-door kind of coupe thing.
It's got like 24. It's the most obnoxious, ridiculous thing you've ever seen.
Well, the thing is, like,
why would you put those huge ass wheels
rims on that beautiful car? Yeah.
Oh,
it's already getting enough attention as it is. I mean, come on.
So, like,
yeah.
You guys want to hear something funny? How's this sound? $5,000 stereo system, $15,000 wheels on a $500 Ford Crown Vic.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
That is what I call a hood rat ride.
I have seen that in Bluefield, West Virginia.
Pretty typical. I was gonna say, I think if Mark was here, that's kind of an Atlanta thing. They call them dunks.
Yeah, Atlanta is big on that too.
Yeah, forget the hydraulics.
What were you gonna say, Pat?
I was gonna say the thing is, like a modern Rolls Royce or Bentley, they're like 22-inch wheels from the factory.
Yeah.
So they're just giant wheels.
But they're not obnoxious like 20.
The difference is they put tires on that match.
Yeah.
They don't put like the really low profile tires where the sidewall is less than a half inch.
That looks stupid, I think. Really.
I spent like a good 10 hours or more recently in a Rolls Royce Wraith, which is like a two-door modern Rolls Royce at like 100 plus miles per hour for most of the time I was in it. And that car is like, you wouldn't believe how like smooth and comfortable that car is at like 120 miles per hour.
Oh my
it's
God.
ridiculous. Like, I mean, honestly, it was like you looked at the speedometer and you think you're going like 60, and it's like 100 plus.
Well, as heavy as they are, I could imagine, because as heavy as they are, once they get going, it's kind of like a big truck. I have to admit. I mean, I've those that don't know, I drive big trucks for them. When I drove over the road,
you drive an 18-wheeler, right, Joe D?
Yes, sir. There was, when I drove over the road though, there was a few times I got my big old KW. You can't just say KW. You got it. KW. You know, when
Joe got a view a couple.
I said KW.
Yeah, when I drove my big KW. Right? You can't just say W. You gotta say W. You know what I'm saying? You gotta add the W. There's an N there's an A at the end of KW. Yeah. When I drove, there was a few times I had that big old KW up there, and them things ride, boom, baby. I mean, they are, woof. I mean, oh man. So I can believe it, because, you know, and that's, I talk about those things because you are, somewhere in the range of, 70,000, 80,000 pounds. But,
yeah. I was gonna say that roll.
Whoa.
Just lost him.
Yeah, but those Rolls Royces and Bentleys are known for their weight. Them things are
heavy duty.
Those things are tanks.
I mean, they're made amazing. I mean, it's unreal the price you pay, but they are really made.
I'm not sure if it was Rolls Royce or Bentley, but one of them ordered a General Motors transmission. I wasn't sure which version. This is all rumor. They got it over to England, and they tore it down, and they took every single part and piece and polished it up. And they put it back together, and it wouldn't work.
Oh, wow.
Sounds about right.
That's screwed up, isn't it, man?
Well, no, what they did is they basically, when they took and polished everything up, it's like all the rough edges that would actually mesh, they took it away from the mechanicals. And when you do that, it screws the transmission over.
It changed all the clearances and whatnot. What I was going to say is that Rolls-Royce
polish the inside of it?
Yeah, they took and polished all the gears and everything inside the transmission.
Oh, okay.
So they wrecked it mechanically.
Finish your thought. Well,
I was just going to say that Wraith, I think it's like 5,500 pounds.
Yeah.
Which for a car, like a modern car, is a lot.
It's like a diesel truck.
But it's like,
well, Chevy Suburban's 8,000.
Yeah.
It's a V12 with...
Yeah, and they got RV batteries in the back, too.
I think it's like 700 something horsepower and like 900 something foot-pounds of torque.
Holy shit.
So it's like 5,500 pounds, but like the passing power and whatnot, it's crazy how quick that car is for as big as it is.
Yeah, it has to have that torque. It has to.
Yeah. And it's actually not, I mean, it's big, but and it has like it's a two-door, but it has the like suicide doors, they're hinged at the back. And they're so long that up by the A-pillar on the dash, there's actually a button you can press that closes the doors. Because when they're all the way open, you can't reach the handle because they're so long. It's just an absurd car.
They are very absurd cars. To get back on the beer train here again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show the Untapped for this next beer I'm gonna crack open, which happens to be another hazy IPA. This
cool.
From one of my favorite breweries. Has I think this year or maybe maybe last year, but Modern Times has definitely become one of my favorite breweries.
They're goddamn good.
I need to get your email, Joe D, and the address. I'll send you one of those powder dreams from Captain Lawrence.
Oh,
I've got 2 left. I can send you ones for you to try for a review.
Oh, okay, awesome, man. But this
Sorry to interrupt you, but yeah.
No problem. This is the 2018 version of how do you say it again? Earth.
Dymaxion.
Which is classified as a pale ale, but in the description here it says New Zealand hopped hazy
pale.
So I'm looking forward to this because I love pale ales, and this is a hazy hopped pale ale, which to me is nothing but an IPA, right?
Yeah.
I mean, pale ales, we've talked about it many, many times on this show. Like,
I think that kind of like the ABV is just a little different.
So 5.5% ABV. This one gets a 3.95, which is right there.
Wow.
Close to a 4. I mean, it's close enough to a 4, but this one's in the wheel.
Kicking the door down in it.
Here we go.
Have you ever been,
that one went all over the
beer accident?
Have you ever been to their brewery, Earth?
I have not, actually.
Yeah, I actually ended up there. I was doing a car photo shoot, and the guy's garage was in the same building as that brewery. So I saw his cars, and then I drove back with him and dropped off, and it was literally like a 50-foot walk, and I was in that brewery. It was the same building. It's totally weird.
Wow.
But in San Diego.
Lacey, Jesus.
Rich. Look at that. Nice.
That's crazy, isn't it? I mean, that is just a great made beer.
Here, check this out, guys. Look at that. This one's not as hazy as the last one, that's for sure.
That still looks good, though.
No, they do damn good beers.
The head is...
That's about perfect haze, actually. I don't like them too hazy.
I don't know. I like them looking like orange juice sometimes, personally.
Yeah.
Trillium, yeah, for sure. They do a great.
This one's definitely got a different... It's not as fruity. it's still got a little fruitiness to it, but there's a tartness in there.
Oh yeah.
There's
Do you know how?
more of a
Do they use Belgium yeast or
New Zealand. So this
no?
is,
Okay, New Zealand. Okay.
I
That's
don't know
right.
about the yeast though. I don't know about the yeast.
Oh, okay. The hop.
But the hop is New Zealand.
Okay.
Do you know how old that is?
Let's see here.
Because I feel like that came out a little while ago, but I could be wrong.
I had it back in 2017.
Okay, this is canned August 31st.
Okay, not too bad. No.
It's not too bad. Yeah, especially for me.
What's crazy is that brewery. I don't know if you ever had their Monsters Park. It's their Imperial Stout, but they do like a 12-ounce can of Imperial Stout for like $20.
Jesus.
If you gotta have one, you gotta have 6, Joe.
I think it's like $18 anyway for a 12-ounce can. It's just crazy.
Okay, now look how hazy. I poured the rest.
Oh yeah, you got that cake off the bottom. That's 7.
Look how hazy. Now, what a difference, right? Now,
crazy.
Look at that. What a difference. Now, if you just poured the top part of the can, the Kramer.
You would have never seen it.
If you're a Seinfeld episode guy, you know that Kramer only drank the top half of the can. He put the rest back in Jerry's fridge and expected Jerry to taste it. You remember that episode? I do. I'm a little bit of a Seinfeld. In any case, you pour the rest of the can, and look what you get. You get a completely different beer. So let's see.
Almost orange juice.
The first pull that I got there was a lot of tangy grapefruit, sort of, but like a pink grapefruit, sort of. Not a. I don't know if do they sell kind of more of that yellowish grapefruit anymore. That grapefruit juice, but I think most grapefruit juices are pink now. You get that tangy kind of pink grapefruit fruitiness, but that tartness that you would get. Let's see what we get now.
Probably be totally different.
The hop presence is way up now, man.
More, yeah.
You're getting a lot more hop in this, so you're getting more.
Now, was that dry hop?
I don't have any details on this at all.
Okay.
I don't. All I have was that description that I showed right there.
Okay.
Maybe I can get more from the regular.
A lot of times they're dry hopped one like that, and it's not actually yeast sediment; it's actually hop sediment, and that's why you're getting maybe more of the hop flavor on that back end pour.
Let's see. Okay, New Zealand hop pale ale with what is that? Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Moteca and experimental New Zealand hops. And I would have to research.
Hey, Joe, are you charging these burps? Are these burps charged?
Those ones are charged.
They're charged.
No.
Charge all of it.
Those are the first ever charged ones right there.
Email us at the end of the show. Hey, you remember those burps?
Yeah. Those were all charged. Yeah.
Just send an invoice.
I don't.
Oh no, he is. I had it muted.
I don't know that much about New Zealand hops to know all those hops, man, at all. I'm not familiar with them. I know we have
Joe.
New Zealand hops in general as like an up and coming place where a lot of hops are coming from.
Yeah, because New Zealand hops can be is a New Zealand hops just one type?
Oh, I gotta show this, man! Check this.
No, there's several.
Not only do we have hot chicks in here, but we got booty in here, man. For this listing, that's how good this one is, boys. Look at this. We got Buddhist Maximus here, man. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? You gotta love that. That's a dilly right there, boy. That's what that's gotta be the first ever. Through the hot chick, we got the best part.
Beer and booty. That's all you need.
We got the booty pick with the beer. That's awesome right there. It doesn't get much better than that. You know what I'm saying? Well, it can. I guess.
If I ever owned a strip club, I would call it Beer and Booty Night.
And see, that goes together. Now, that brings me back to another topic that we talked about more in the pre-show. We had our friend in here earlier, Flacco's beer review. I've never seen Flacco's beer review, but Flacco's beer, the name Flacco automatically goes with taco. Like if he were Flacco's Tacos,
He could
I noticed
understand,
that
man.
too.
right? If you're driving by, you're like, and you see Flacco's,
Hey, Flacco's Tacos.
you're not necessarily going to stop at Flacco's beer. If you see Flacco's Tacos, you're like, that's a good place. We got to go to Flacco's Tacos. And if there happens to be some good beer there, you're like, all right, yeah, this is a bonus, right? Flacco's Tacos, man, that's an automatic. You know what I'm saying?
It's the best when you see the trucks and you know you can
Carne
get it.
asada, Flacco's Tacos, man. You know?
I could use some right now. Some Flacco's Tacos.
Flacco's Tacos.
Not only does he need to call it Flacco's Tacos, but he needs to like Uber Eats those.
Yeah,
Flacco's
man.
Tacos,
You want to take me to Flacco's Tacos?
saying it.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Gordita Taco Bell.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Flacco's Tacos, man.
Yeah, man. Flacco's Tacos, Jordi, we go there. Get us a big burrito.
He's not down for Flacco's Tacos, man.
You down, Tom, for some Flacco's Tacos?
Hey, I'm down for Flacco's Tacos.
I'm down. I'm down
Me
for
too,
some
man.
Tacos.
I'm down.
Right? I mean, it is all in, baby. Hey, we got Aldi Heights. What is that, man? Aldi Heights. Aldi Heights. Is that? Am I saying something that I don't know I'm saying? Aldi Heights.
Aldi, yeah.
Aldi Heights, right? Like formaldehydes or something like. I feel like I'm on an episode of Simpsons right now, and Bart's like crank calling me, and I'm like, "Yeah, is Aldi Heights here?" You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is it formaldehyde? What, like people put on people, like people's faces and knock them out?
Yeah, is someone like killed right now and I don't know it? I'm like, yeah, Aldi Heights, and that's like the code for like shoot them up or something. Like, I don't know what's happening here. I feel like
Joe's gonna order the beer at the bar. Yeah, can I get some formaldehyde?
Yeah, right. I'm getting played somehow. I feel like right. He gone left and ride. He gone let that ride.
We gonna let that ride.
He gonna let that ride. Yeah, I don't know. You know, all that rhymes actually. Aldi Hyde say he gonna let that ride. I see what he did there. That's what happened right there. That's what he did right there. The whole thing rhymed. That's good. That's Muhammad Ali of chat comments right there.
And then when you get Bart calling the bar, it's like, is Amanda Hyde getting kissed there?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Like, hey, we got Havana in the chat now. He jumped in. That's good, man. Good to see Havana again. You know what? And Travis asked, has anyone had Dogfish Head 120 fresh?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
I have had it extremely fresh.
Okay, who's had it recently, like within the last
2 weeks old?
Okay.
I haven't had it recently, but I've had it in the bottle.
Oh yeah, not recently, no.
And it's trash.
Yeah, if you.
Oh yeah, I've never liked it.
No, I honestly, I'm exaggerating by saying it's trash.
It's cloyingly sweet,
but I do not like it.
Yeah, you're better off aging it as a barley wine.
Oh yes.
You know what?
Years and years ago in here, I don't know if Joe remembers, but I did a pink and tan where I did strawberryta mixed with 120.
No, I don't remember that.
How was that?
It's just as terrible as both of mine.
You're trying to make it taste a little better.
Yeah, that sounds like a abomination.
Yeah.
You must have did that when Strawberryta first came out.
Yeah, no, it was back like probably 2011 maybe.
Yeah. See, the problem was you mixed a premium adult beverage like Strawberryta with a craft beverage. You know, in that way, I kind of side with the malt liquor community because, you know, Lime-A-Ritas are a premium adult beverage. Now they're a malt beverage, so they're not quite malt liquor. So, if it did say malt liquor on there, then I would have to admit, yeah, I am a little bit of a malt liquor connoisseur, but I am a malt beverage connoisseur, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I saw your video 323, which I haven't watched yet, the Fly Me to the Moon. And you had hashtags Rita Nation, hashtags Strawberryta, all that. So I'm excited to dive into that debacle.
Yeah, that was I was working my ass off in that video, man. That guy was a character, man. That guy was a character.
I like the thumbnail. I like I said, I haven't watched the video, but the thumbnail is pretty good from what I've seen.
You just see the guy up there like this or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I think we got something with that Flacco's Tacos, Joe D. I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, right.
The chain of those in.
In your head now, right? I got in your head with the Flacco.
It's in my head, dude. I'm like, damn, I would eat a Flacco's taco. Even if it wasn't any good, I would try it.
If you were
you'd have multiple orders right now if it was a thing.
Flacco's tacos,
yeah,
like all over it, right? You're
yeah.
Like, what the?
Yeah. Flacco tacos, what?
Don't like it. You could say Flacco's Tacos, right?
Right, yeah, it just goes together. Like he missed the whole opportunity, man. Yeah.
Does it exist in Google?
Right, yeah. Let's Google
tacos.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, we gotta.
Gotta Google that. Yeah.
Dude, I swear to God, look. Okay, look, guys.
Oh no! Are you kidding me?
I got to Flacco's, and look what Google put on my screen here. The second one is tacos.
Flacco's. Oh my God!
So let's click tacos.
That's crazy, man. Oh
no!
There's a
They're real.
They're real already.
Where are they at?
Yeah, Flacco's Tacos.
Oh,
they're in Chicago.
That's crazy.
There it is.
Let's look at some of these tacos, man. Dude, if that was near me, I'd have those in my life right now.
Where are they at? Chicago?
No,
I can't believe that was actually already a place.
That was the best idea ever. Look at these tacos, boys. Look at
this. Man, wow.
Oh, they're down in Florida. Okay.
Yeah, those look good.
Look at the tacos. These are all Flacco's. These
looks like fresh food, too. Like all fresh ingredients.
This is, oh my God. Look at, how do you have this in one sentence?
Tío Flacco Taco.
Dog friendly. I bet they weren't. Like, they were friendly to get the dog in the taco, and that's about it.
Oh, come here, puppy.
Well, the Chinese use the cat.
Oh, Poochie, come here.
Here's the Flacco's Tacos logo. Dude.
I'll give you some dog food. You come here.
Look at that. If Flacco's Tacos looks like this, I'm all over it, man. I'm all over it. Look at these tacos, man. These are all Flacco's Tacos right here, man.
Wow.
I'm all about it. These tacos.
That looks good. Like, I legitimately want some tacos now.
Hey, just ask Tom. Tom will tell you. He gets on this show and he's starving by the time he leaves.
I know why, Tom. I know why.
You drive 10 miles down the road and get myself some tacos.
Here's the.
You got a taco place 10 miles from you?
Well, we got the one that I really like is like 10 miles away. At least 5 miles away.
Here's the
cool
menu. In case you're wondering.
We have Taco Bell
Tom's
like
the guy
5
who
miles
has
from us.
supper and dinner.
That's it. And we have a place called El Mariachi in Richlands. It's really good. Mexican food, though.
El Mariachi out here.
Yeah, it's like they have the burrito locos and the pan fry with like the chicken and steak and all the green.
Their fish taco is $209, baby. That's in my budget.
Wow, that's not bad.
Budget. That's what I'm talking about. Look at these.
Couple fish tacos and a
6-pack
beer. Yeah.
6-pack and a beer and a couple beers and you'd be good.
Yeah.
Joe,
why bother with a vegetarian taco?
Exactly.
Vegetarian taco is like
that just needs to be crossed off the list.
That's if they give me a vegetarian taco, that means they left my carne asada off, and I'm pissed.
Right? Me too. Exactly.
So, Joe, I didn't remember.
I don't think I eat one meal without meat.
What do you got, Pat?
I was gonna say
Sorry, Pat.
A while back, I mentioned that we looked up that barbecue restaurant here in Phoenix. That's supposed to be like the top-rated restaurant on all of Yelp.
I still haven't been there.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. I don't know. I haven't either.
Trust me. I have. Okay, I'll even tell you. As of 2 weeks ago. So
He's passed by it 37 times and still hasn't been there.
Yeah.
probably 38 times, not quite 37.
Well, they're one of those places that closes early as soon as they sell out, so it's kind of tricky. You kind of have.
Oh
to
no, yeah, they
line up.
close, they're done by I think 2.
Yeah.
They're more of a lunch place because they open I think at 10:30 or 11, and they're done by. Okay, now I finally ran into about 3 people that have eaten there. Okay, and as recently as probably 10 days ago, maybe 14 days ago. Literally, this place has been on my mind. Trust me, I'm focused.
Yeah.
And so I was fortunate. You guys know, well, you don't. Okay, I am a truck driver. I don't go over the road. I am a local city of Phoenix pickup and delivery guy. I'm not going to get into what pickup and delivery is. If you don't know, then too bad.
Yeah.
If you know, then fine, right? But I am a local city driver of the 18-wheeler. In any case, I was delivering literally across the street from this place where you're smothered by the smoke and the smells of this place. Sucked, let me tell you. Because you don't get to eat the smoke, you just get to smell the smoke. In any case, so I would consider these guys the most authority on that joint, right? And I'm like, hey, how long are you going to take to unload? Because maybe I could go across the street and get some barbecue. And they're like, it's going to be a while, but still not long enough for you to go over there. Like, really? Why? Guaranteed 2 hours over there at that place. They're like, I don't give a damn when you go. It's almost guaranteed 2 hours waiting at that place, right? And it's true because, like Chris said, I've driven by the place now not quite 37, maybe 36 times. But I have driven by a lot, and there is always
big difference.
I asked them, I said, so is it worth it? How good is this place? Is this place the best you've ever had? They're like, yeah.
Trying to get down there, damn it.
I know, that's what I'm saying, and I meant to go today, and I kind of was chilling a little too hard, and it's kind of hard to do it on my day off.
Hey, Joe, if you ever drive through Virginia, go to Cuz's Uptown Barbecue. It's a restaurant and a barn, and it is amazing.
It's amazing.
They have the best fresh cut steaks. They have their own cattle out back. They actually have their cattle slaughtered right there on site.
Nice.
And you can have your steaks cut fresh. They have the biggest rib eyes, huge prime ribs. I mean, just awesome.
Speaking my language.
Opt in to watch?
Now, I've place. Let me tell you, I've been to some steakhouse in Texas. Texas is the only place I've been to these places like this.
Yeah.
It's almost like walking into a butcher shop. It's almost like walking where they have the meat cases out there, and you literally pick.
Yes.
Steak. You literally pick it, and
Yep.
you have it cut the way you want, and they cook it the way you want, and that's pretty.
It's pretty awesome, man. For our small area, it's the best. It's hands down the best food. It's really expensive. For 2 or 3 people to eat, it's almost $100. But I mean, it's absolutely fantastic.
Hey, Pat, give him an idea what a steakhouse, a chop house would cost in Scottsdale, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know more than that.
Wow, so I'm getting a delicacy around here then.
I have been to some of these.
Well, how big is the ribeye cut?
The big prime rib, the hunka is what it's called. They call it the hunka. I knew you'd like that, Jody.
My God.
It's called the hunka, and it's a 26-ounce prime rib.
Sounds like you stole that from Elvis.
I swear, I'm not making it up, man.
Okay, what's the name of this joint? I gotta look this up.
Hunka, baby.
Awesome. What's the name of this place, man? I'm looking this up.
Okay, it's called Cuz's, CUZ 'S.
Okay.
Uptown Barbecue in Claypool Hill, Virginia.
Second listing again.
How big is that ribeye cut? That's all I need to know.
I finished the
22
tombstone.
ounces, I think, Pat.
Oh, nice.
That is.
Have you found it, Joe?
Yes.
I was gonna say I
It's
finished
like
the
it's got
tombstone.
crazy colors, and they do all kinds of like graffiti and crazy Chinese stuff. It's awesome, man.
Oh, maybe this ain't the
That's
same.
it. That's it, dude. They're closed right now. Yep.
Okay, so they are. Okay, so we're closed.
They open back in March. Yep. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yvonne, her husband just died. The one in the picture with her.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, he died. Well, actually, it's crazy because he actually. All right, this is nuts.
Oh, like okay, wait a minute. Stop. Pause for a minute.
You see the barn?
Give respect for the onion ring.
Oh yeah, they're so good. And then they have a crab soup. Oh my gosh.
Look
The owner of it is a fucking pedophile.
Oh, look at that! Oh my God! Look at that burger, man!
Hey, what am I telling you, dude? It's freaking awesome.
Onion rings. Look at is that an egg on top?
That's an egg.
Like
yeah, it's a fried egg with mozzarella cheese over top of it.
Nice.
That is food.
Killing me right now.
Yeah.
No.
Those onion rings too. Oh my gosh.
No.
They have a special sauce for them, and they're so good.
I'm making special sauce as we speak.
Yeah, he's gonna be making extra
Easy.
It's a special. It's a special kind of yolk there.
Oh shit.
Dude, this looks phenomenal, man.
Dude, you gotta come up this way, Joe.
Where's he from?
Arizona.
Shit. I thought he lives in Arizona.
Look at that steak, Joe D. That's the ribeye right there, I think.
The cousins.
Oh, the cousins.
You know that's
the pie, Joe, the French silk pie. Oh my God, it's out of this world.
Is that prime rib?
I don't like sea bugs, but look at this: wood oven baked lobster macaroni and cheese. I would eat that.
Oh my God, it's so good. And they have cheese egg rolls. Look at those, Joe. And they are so good. They have a sweet and sour sauce they make themselves, and it is so good. And their rolls are the bomb.
Look at that. Even the bread looks good. Even the bread, I'm winking at the bread.
The bread is amazing. It's homemade, and they have fresh homemade butter that's churned from the cows there.
Stop it. I can't take it.
I'm telling you, bro.
I can't take it either.
I can't take.
It's killing me.
You're killing me now, Smalls. You're killing me. Like,
it looks like all of us got a trip out there.
The bread looks like I'm looking at the bread going, hey, baby.
Farm boy, are they only open during
you want to eat a bite of this? Want to take a little nibble of this?
The bread going, hey, baby, I want a piece of you.
We're almost home. Oh,
I'm down for a road trip right now.
Yep. Come on, guys.
I'm looking at just a picture of the bread. I'm going
to buy you a beer.
You know?
All right, load up. We'll all meet up there.
This is where, if the sarcasm door is open, people are busting through the wall like the Kool-Aid guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You got it.
This is awesome, man. That's that is cool though. The cheese egg roll.
That's a shame. I can't get more than a 15-ounce ribeye over here. That's
oh man. You gotta come, man, guys. You gotta come and go there with us. It'd be awesome.
Grilled snapper with sauteed crab meat. I even love the plates. The plates have that.
Oh, the sauteed crab meat is amazing. Oh my gosh.
This is cool, man. I'm glad.
Yeah, dude. I mean, for a small area, like we're really small, Joe. Like I'm talking 5,000 people in our little town. I mean, small. Not even 5,000. I don't even think. I actually would have to look up the population of Richlands where we're at. You may be able to see it on Google.
This is cool, man. I'm looking at the menu right now.
You can actually look up the high school I played for. I won a state championship with them called Richlands High School, Richlands, Virginia. 2006 state champs.
I'll be right back. I got to put these glasses in the sink, in some water, and get the little boys. I'll be right back.
I'd have to wave at Flacco's Tacos on my way over there.
Yep.
Yeah, Flaco Taco.
Flacco's Tacos. Yeah, that would
man, you want me to whip you up a Flaco Taco?
that would definitely be a stop. Where's Flacco's at? Down in Florida, I think.
For sure. Yeah, Florida. I'm down from Florida about 11 hours south.
Yeah, I'm up here in the Midwest called Frozen State of Minnesota right now.
Oh, okay. So you're in Minnesota. Cool, man.
Yep.
Well, awesome, brother. As I said, Joe D, you guys need to get down to Virginia sometime, and we'll all go to the Cousins and have beers and eat some big ass steaks.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I've got plans, but I got no money.
Yeah. Hey, that sounds like me too, buddy. Lots of plans with no cash.
It's like you got ideas, you got plans to do shit, and you got no money to back it up.
No money to do it with. Ain't that right?
He's broke.
Joe D's back.
All I heard was somebody got no money.
We were still discussing Flacco's Tacos and not having the money to do all the fun shit we want to do.
Earth, I'm showing this, Earth. Andrew, keep control of yourself. I'm gonna show this. This is some food porn. I think a lot of
big time food porn.
Look at this smoked small prime rib with baked potato. Look at that. Oh,
looks like a double baked potato.
There's the prime rib, Joe.
That's the hunk of
That's the small, babe. That's not even the big one, Joe. That's not even the big. The big one is as big as the whole damn plate, dude. Swear to you.
Tell him to go to my Facebook. There's a
all right. Go to my wife's Facebook, Catherine Fuller.
Now look, man. Look. It's already hanging off the plate, man. Why you got?
Oh, I mean, I'm telling you, you don't even know. I have a picture. Of mine. It's exactly the size of the entire damn plate.
Hey, man.
The whole plate, Joe.
You already got your bone hanging off the plate, man. Why you got to brag and call it small, man? Come on.
Dude, I'm telling you. I got a bigger bone than that, Jody. Oh, you hear my wife? No, I don't.
Yeah,
he always tells the truth on me. You damn tattletale.
He's got his wife to confirm his bigger
The Kool-Aid man cometh again.
Yeah.
Even this.
Oh no, your dick ain't that big.
Look at that crab meat cheese dip.
Yeah. Oh, guys, that crab meat dip is amazing.
I would try some.
But look at the oyster kebabs, Joe.
I would try this stuff.
That's like a dumpling. Oh fuck, my phone died.
I would try this stuff, man. This stuff looks amazing.
I'm right there with you.
They got cabins there too. Holy crap!
Yeah, I'm gonna check these cabins. Yeah, you're right.
I try stuff I'm not down to try.
Yeah, I would. I honestly would. I mean,
oh damn! Look at that view, Joe.
This is cool as hell, man. You can rent these. Oh, bro. Look at that rocking chair and everything. Oh man, all you need. Oh, man. Look at that.
I bet they provide the cigar too.
Oh,
that would be great.
This place.
The decor is almost akin to Isaac Walton Inn out in Montana.
Look at this.
That's my kind of country right there.
Yeah, right there. You damn right. That is. Look at the tomatoes. Oh, man. Look at this place. Artichokes, fresh art. This place is incredible, man. Cuz's Uptown Barbecue. Man, I tell you what. That's some of the best food porn we've had on here in years.
Well, you could say one thing for sure. The reason why it's so cheap, because they butcher their own meat right there on site. They don't have to get it trucked in.
they're butchering everything. Apparently they're getting everything right there farm fresh. I mean,
they're growing. They got someone with a green thumb growing the gardens.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Indeed.
That is so. Oh shoot! Here's a real menu. Here we go. I was looking at just the menu they had up there was just like what they serve, but no. Check this out. This looks like
merch.
The actual menu. So here you go. The egg rolls, 85 cents.
That's cheap. That's nice.
5 for $1.20. Look at that.
That's wontons too.
Here's the
85 cents, guys, for the egg rolls. That's crazy, isn't it?
Look at that.
And they're cheesed egg rolls. They're amazing.
Look at this.
They have barbecue pork plates, barbecue ribs, fries. I mean, they have everything.
Fried grits. Look at this. French.
Those are sub $5.
Look at that. Homemade French bread served with butter, 50 cents.
Yeah.
Potato salad, 75 cents. Home fries. Oh, I love some good home fries.
Their home fries are so good.
Crispy cooked in butter, 75 cents.
Yeah. And they have a thing called too, Joe D, and guys called their crab soup, and it is freaking amazing. I don't know if you've seen it on there or not, Jody. Under soups, like it's called crab soup, and it has the rich, like they use real whipped like cow cream, like 50-50 cream that they make in it, and it's so good.
We were just talking about a McRib. This is cheaper than a McRib. They got a large barbecue pork, onions optional, $1.50. Look at that steak with onions and burgundy sauce for $3, bro.
Oh, the burgundy gravy is amazing.
Pastrami on rye, $2.
This whole place is amazing.
Dude, I'm telling you, you would love it, man.
What's up with the
You can put the burgundy gravy all over your prime rib, and it's so freaking good.
Stop everything. Homemade cheesecake, brother. Large, $1. Bro.
And the French silk pie is out of this world.
Homemade cheese. You had me at cheesecake, man. That's it. That's a fat guy. That's a fat guy's wet dream right there, man. For $1.
I'll agree with you there, Joe. How many fat guys are involved in this show?
Exactly.
Plenty.
There's a few of us involved in this show.
Let's see. We got the host, Earth, Coach.
Yeah, where is Tom? Tom's probably ordering right now. He couldn't take it no longer.
And where's Coach? Yeah, we haven't seen Coach today, man. Yeah.
Ordered his wife suspend him from the show again.
He might be suspended again. Who knows? Yeah. Dude, this place is amazing.
I told you, man.
Wow.
I wish you guys could come down. We'd have a good time.
That is cool, man. Well, that might
that's on my list now.
That might have to be on our list. Look at that.
We need to all exchange emails, and you guys get up with me, and I'll set it up, and you're down this way. I know Yvonne real well, the owner.
Look at that. Hey, they got some hot chicks, too, on their people section of the show.
Yeah.
Look at that. They got some hotties on here, man. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this. Yeah. Yeah, they got some hotties on here. Look, we even got a cute dog.
Sharon, the one at the bottom with the short hair in the turquoise like shirt, she's the best waitress there, though.
Oh, okay.
Right bottom, the right, over. You went too far. Good.
Here?
Yeah, right there. You were on her. Over one to your left. The turquoise blue. Yeah, she's the best waitress there. Like she waits on you, hand them food. Yeah, her right there, Jody.
Awesome.
Karen. Yeah, tons of food. She brings you bread, constantly beers, constantly. She's always, you need another beer, is your steak good? Is it perfect? If everything's not perfect, you send it back.
I believe it.
That is awesome.
Yeah. That's my buddy Kevin in the middle. Kevin Hamilton.
Been in the customer service industry for quite some time.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
They've done it for 20, 25 years, 20-some years, man.
That is cool to hear, man. That is, I love places like that, honestly.
Yeah, and I got to send you guys some beers you can't get from here, too.
This is cool. It's absolutely what I dig about this show. You know, we get so much stuff like this that you normally wouldn't get. You know what I mean? You know,
it's awesome, dude.
You just normally wouldn't get, man. Pounding Mill, Virginia.
Yep, that's Pounding Mill. Yep.
Where are you at in you know, as far as DC?
Okay, Joe D, I'm down from DC. Okay. I'm in the southwestern part of Virginia, a town called, look it up, Joe D, on Google, called Richlands, Virginia. Type in Richlands High School football team, Virginia, and they'll pull up the Blues, everything on there, because we've won 2 state championships. I was part of one of them in 2006. I was from 2004 to 2008. I was in school there. Went to one Region D or Region State semifinals my 9th grade year, and then the other 3 years we went to state.
That's cool. That's cool. So is it that's Richland's Wildcats football?
No, it's Richlands High School in Richlands, Virginia. We're called the Blue Tornadoes.
It's here's a pretty basic listing for it right here.
Yeah, Greg Nance. That's it, Joe D. Greg's our coach. They just lost today to Graham, and pretty bad. They were going to go to state. They lost in the region semifinals.
Yeah, because they got them at 8-5 and regional 4-1.
Yeah, that's us. Yeah, and I graduated in 2008. We won state in 2006. We went my 2008 senior year. Dylan Adkins right there, Joe, is my cousin.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he's my number 37. He's my cousin.
This is cool, man. Thank you for sharing all this. I really appreciate it, man.
Oh, you're welcome, man. I trust you guys. I've watched you for forever, man. I know you're cool as hell, man.
Yeah, I like this. This is cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's football tape on YouTube of me, everything. I was number 72. You can probably find me on there.
I'm a little more interested in Richlands, Virginia.
Yeah, right there, Richlands, Virginia. That's right there where I'm from.
All right, look at this, man. So this is just to give everybody.
Like I said, 5,000 people, 5,800 some people is all that's here, man.
Yeah, incorporated in 1892.
Yeah, 1892.
Got a population of 4,100 as of 2000. So it could have been more now.
Yeah, it's about 5,500, 6,000. Not very big. I mean.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's a lot smaller than St. Paul. St. Paul.
Have you been to St. Paul, Virginia?
He's in. Oh no.
I've never even been to St. Paul, Georgia, for that matter.
Okay. Okay. You talking about St. Paul, Minnesota?
Yep. I live in St. Paul.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you had came through Virginia and St. Paul.
No,
it's also very small.
No, St. Paul, Minnesota is pretty big.
So here, if anybody can see this is the state of Virginia.
Commonwealth. Yeah. That's right there where I'm at, guys. Right there.
That panhandle, if you will, Virginia.
Yeah.
Which is actually right where I've passed through probably 250 million times because I-80.
Oh, really, Joe?
Well, I-81 goes right through this part of
Yes. You've been through Whittle?
I-81 goes right through here.
77, 81 Whittle?
Now, back in the day, now this is probably before you were born, maybe, but back in the day, probably 94, 95.
Yeah.
I used to stop. There was a truck stop, I believe, in this area that had some of the best breakfast I ever had in my life. I still talk about it. They had some of the like homemade sausage, like homemade breakfast sausage.
They do all that stuff around here, man. We're all about Southern cooking. Gravy, biscuits.
Biscuits. I was gonna say, because you went in there.
Yeah.
This is my memories of this place. I don't remember the name of this place. I just remember it was in that general area. I don't remember the name of this place, but we used to park.
Yeah.
It was hard to park, and yet I used to pull flatbed back in those days, and you'd park like on a hill. And it was tough because you had to go up like this little hill, and the parking was nice, but you had to go up this little hill, and it was hard to do in a truck. But you'd get up there. There was plenty of truck parking once you did it, and they throw the biscuits at you. Like you asked for biscuits, throw the biscuits.
There you go.
And that's my memories of this place. But some of the best breakfast sausages.
Guy Fieri.
Dude, there's a little quick stop. Okay, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Sorry.
Guy Fieri did a bio on that place on Triple D.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yep, where they throw the biscuits at you, or like, hey, can you get a biscuit? And they'll throw it across the freaking restaurant.
Oh,
and you're like, got it.
But I remember that,
They weren't just, I mean, they were the best damn biscuits. I mean, they were, everything there was really, really good.
My wife can tell you, man, there's a little general store called Bob's Barbecue. Well, it's, what's it called now, honey? The Robin's Nest. Right down from us, Joe, and they make the big cat head, homemade cat head biscuits. Like I'm talking that big around with huge fatty sausage, egg. I mean, fresh made every morning, man. Awesome.
And really good SOS. Really good SOS, man. Some of the best I had. You know, that country gravy. Another thing you correct me, because there's some things that happen in that region. Maybe they're not regional anymore. I seem to remember something called a pepperoni roll.
Oh yeah, pizza roll.
Is that from your area?
Yeah, pizza rolls. They have those down there too. It's a pepperoni wrapped in like a big breaded roll with cheese and the sauce and everything.
See, I've been to these areas, man. It's just been a long time. See,
man.
Isn't that funny? And when I talk to somebody, then stuff like that comes out. It's been a number of years, but that was one of the things I can remember when you went to that part of the country. Pepperoni rolls at XYZ gas station, for Christ's sake. Like it was like a thing there, right?
Yeah, man. They have like fried chicken livers, potato wedges, chicken bites, popcorn chicken, chicken strips, chicken. Yeah, I said chicken livers. The big potato wedges, small potato wedges. I mean, everything.
They got them for every size you like.
Potato wedges were now. Earth, you might or might not remember this. Let me know if you do. When I was a kid growing up in LA, because LA is where I grew up. I was born and raised in LA, so I went to high school and then I left. There was a place called Shakey's. And this is my memory. They had wardrobe potatoes, which were these basically, they took a whole potato and would slice it like that in kind of thick slices and kind of lightly bread them and fry them. And I remember potatoes just like that over there. Is that such a thing? They didn't necessarily call them Mojos, but they were the same Mojos from Shakey's Pizza that I grew up with when Shakey's used to have a buffet. I don't know if they still do or not, but if you had ever been to Shakey's Pizza.
Yeah, we have one out here.
Do you really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were
Shakey's Pizza was here, so they've all closed down.
But Shakey's there too?
Used to be.
We don't have a Shakey's.
Well, I didn't know they were out of California. Okay, so there were Shakey's in Minnesota?
Yep. Long time ago, back in the 70s and the 80s. I think they closed probably just before 90.
Wow.
Oh, fresh.
That's cool, man.
I think we still have one out here.
Mountain Dew fresh.
Okay. Mountain Dew fresh. Have you had the new Mountain Dew? The clear ones?
Oh, no,
There's clear Mountain Dews. Mountain Dew Ice, I think they call
it. Oh, okay. I think I've heard about them, but I haven't had them, Joe.
Yeah. Now, I haven't personally tasted them, but I've bought them.
This is very carbonated.
Full-bodied Mountain Dew.
Lots of sugar.
You know what's hilarious? You can go back and look at my review. I did some reviews of soda back in the day. I was kind of poking fun of myself doing beer reviews, and I did a root beer review, which actually put me on the map for A&W. A&W, one of my more popular reviews, but A&W ended up sending me a big box of stuff.
Oh, cool.
Because of that review. And I was doing the same thing she's doing right now. I was like, yeah, the carbonation is kind of cool. The body's
The sweetness is awesome.
I had a lot of fun with that one, man.
Look at the bottle, man. The bottle. Look at the rigged edges.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. It was fun making it and everything. A&W ended up sending me a big box of stuff. I got a lot of A&W root beer.
Well, A&W should have sent you a big box of friggin' money.
Right. Well, that was good enough for me. They sent
Joe's cool with stuff like that, aren't you, Joe?
Yeah, they sent me a mug and they sent me all kinds of A&W stuff, pens, and that's where I got my A&W from. They sent it to me. That was cool.
Joe,
cool.
back when I was.
I had
all the states on it.
Well, you mentioned Newcastle, right? Newcastle Brown Ale?
Yeah.
Newcastle also sent me a big box of stuff, including a big 5-liter mini keg of brown.
Oh, those are so good, Joe.
I actually still have it. It's right over there. Hold on, I'll show it to you.
Oh, yeah, you held on to it all this time.
Oh, sweet, dude. You do. That's the old school one, too.
Yeah.
That's the old school one.
This is the mini keg that Newcastle sent me. I still have it.
Remember when I drank that one, Catherine, I had?
Yeah, this is
awesome, man. I'll tell you what, that's a crushable beer, isn't it?
That's
just a slammer.
I hadn't had Newcastle in a while, and I had it when I was in LA. I had it.
Yeah.
I want to go to LA.
There's my Richlands jacket she has on. That's my Letterman R. My name. So you 4-year Letterman.
You have patches on the arm.
Yeah, the 08.
They did have medals, but they fell off.
Over here, 72. I had all my state medals. They're in there. One of my state medals is on top of there.
That's cool. Very cool.
Yeah, man. Just give you a little background about my area.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing all that stuff, man. That is very interesting. Of course, Greg is the only, well, not the only Virginia guy, but he's our most famous Virginia guy that used to be on the show regularly.
Yeah.
Greg's beer reviews. I don't know.
Yeah, Greg is cool, man.
How many beer reviews does he have?
3,500 and something, Joe. I watch about every one. Yeah, 3,582, I think, maybe, or maybe more than that.
That's incredible to me. He is absolutely. I can remember when he was first starting, and of course,
me too.
Part of the show.
He done I think what was his first beer review? Stella Artois, or it was something like his first beer review was like a Guinness or a Stella or something. Like I remember watching one of his first reviews.
Yeah, he probably was.
He only lives an hour and a half away.
He only lives an hour
before
from
he showed his face.
You know that he lives in Blacksburg, Virginia. We're only like an hour and 30 minutes from there.
Have you visited him?
We have, and me and Greg actually got in contact, and we were going to get together one day, and he wasn't around. But now he told me anytime that I wanted to come down, he was down for that. So
that's cool, man. I've heard that actually Greg in person is a really cool guy.
Oh, he just seems really nice over the email and stuff. So I haven't met him in person, but over email he seems cool. You know, he's laid back, chill. Loves beer. Oh
yeah, no.
I mean, he gets when he tastes something. Oh yeah, that's yeah.
He is a good guy. He gets a little frustrated with us sometimes, But Greg is good, man. He's a good guy. Him and his wife, very good people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did. Greg's like a stickler about beer being the freshest of the fresh, and you know he ain't buying no IPA if it's 2-3 months old, and he'll give them hell, man.
And that's great. That is
yeah.
That is great. Like everybody has their place in this beer world. That's for sure, man. Everybody has their little chunk. Chad's beer reviews. He has his little chunk. He's very out of all of us, Chad is the most like geeky about it. Like Chad is really into the numbers, really into and that's cool. I mean that's always been his thing. He's always been a little more geeky.
I'm all about the taste, man, the flavor.
I've always
that's what it's about.
I've always come at it from more of a what I call a blue collar guy.
Me too. Yeah, me too for sure.
I like to basically test it. That's been my thing. That's what been my thing with thumbs. I either like it or I don't.
Exactly.
I mean, that's basically, I don't get too geeky out with it. That's why I called it geeky out in the first.
I have a few around here. My go-to beers are Deschutes Fresh Squeeze IPA when it's fresh, High Life from Cigar City, and I get it fresh. I get it a month old. Another go-to is my Devil's Backbone 16-point IPA, and that's a go-to for me. And the Bell's Two Hearted.
Hey, let me ask Earth a question. I'm drinking. Oh, well, I drank that Ale Smith a long time ago already. But Earth, have you had the San Diego Pale Ale, the 394?
Oh yeah, the Tony Gwynn. Yep. I've had the Imperial too.
You had the Imperial as well. What do you think?
That's solid.
Is it? Okay. I haven't had it, and so I'm seeing it right now rated really well. So I was just kind of wondering if that's why I would buy that.
He's eating. He's eat the whole time.
Be like a solid everyday go-to beer.
Thomas is eat the whole time.
A solid session, so
Joe,
I would say, yeah.
I had to get some Mexican food.
How many times have you ate now, Tom?
Whatever it is.
Nice. What is
How many times have you ate during the show now, Tom? I know I saw one.
At midnight, so.
Dude, I eat it all the time. I'm a problem. I'm lucky my metabolism's a little faster than usual. Most people, but.
What do you got, man?
Oh man, I got the wet burrito with pork carnitas.
Nice.
And I have some beans, black beans, rice, corn, with guacamole, salsa, and chips on the side.
Now, was that
good?
Was that something frozen that you warmed up? What was how?
Right to the source.
Oh, you went right to the source.
Put my jacket on and left.
So what you're saying is, you went and got food, came back, and we're still here.
Dude, if you
I know.
Left the
That's
camera
awesome,
on,
though.
took off.
Yeah.
If you're gone for 15 minutes or more, you know I'm probably getting food.
Right.
You know you're having a good share of beer when you just keep going, man.
Farm Boy, you know it's a good show when it goes like 8 hours. We've done that already.
I've seen a couple. What was it, 750 or something? 7 hours and 50.
Yep. The first one we did was like 3 hours, and then we went to 4 hours, and then we went to 5 hours, and then it just kept on escalating.
I love it. I love it, though.
Yeah, we get to a point where Jerry Lewis is going, damn. Like,
yeah, it's like by Central Standard Time. The last show we did, I mean, I went to bed at about between 3 and 4 in the morning.
Yeah, we're not sponsored here.
No, you're not.
But guys, where else in the world can you do this? Chat with people, cool guys all over the world, all over the country, having beers. They get along. I mean, you know, it's just a cool time.
It is. It's awesome. I want to
Yeah.
show something though, real quick. I did have a couple. You guys know I always have something to can, but this time it's something to show you. So Game of Thrones launches 8 Scotch whiskeys for final season. So if you
I can't wait for Game of Thrones.
So here you got 8 Scotch. So here's 8 whiskeys that you can buy from Game of Thrones. Here we await Game of Thrones 8 and final season to air. Hit HBO series has launched 8 bottles of single malt Scotch whiskey, each paying homage to the House of
Charge
and Night Watch. So this is cool, man. I guess the prices are ranging from $30 to $150. So do you think you would be in the market to buy one of these Game of Thrones whiskeys?
Depends on who it's distilled from.
Yeah,
I don't drink a lot of
some
whiskey.
Ardbeg or Lagavulin.
I kind of get a little too wild on the whiskey.
I don't know.
Hey, Joe, with bringing up the topic of tacos and Game of Thrones.
Hey, tacos!
Yeah, go on to Google Images and type in Game of Thrones / Taco Bell edition.
Oh God!
Where does that is?
That can't be good. That can't be good.
You guys want to laugh? Wait till you see this one.
Game of Thrones Taco Bell is what I typed in there. We'll see. Here we go. So Game of Thrones Taco Bell edition, is that what you said?
No, click on images now.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So here we go. So here's a guy on the toilet.
No, yeah, top left. There you go.
That's the game.
Game of Thrones Taco Bell edition.
I'll be right.
Saw that one floating around on Facebook a couple weeks ago.
Is it referring to people dying? How many toilets can die? Type of thing.
Pretty much.
Toilet a day.
Yep.
Any of you guys watch Rick and Morty?
Who?
I used
Rick
to.
and Morty.
I used to. I watch a lot of Always Sunny and stuff.
I was wondering, like, when they were going to come out with a new season. I know it went off in 2017.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's so funny. It's stupid. It's stupid, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Here we go. Flacco's tacos. Swear to God.
Flaco Taco.
Hey, Flacco's Tacos should be paying me right now. Should be paying
Yeah,
me.
but we need advertisement, Joe. Send them a thing of me going Flaco Tacos. Then they send us the money, man.
Now here is something that it gets a little more serious, but I think it needs to be mentioned because it does have to do with probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 breweries that didn't come all at the same time. Cause by Sierra Nevada, which is part of the commercials there. But hundreds of breweries all plan to make the exact same IPA, as you can see here.
Oh, the resilience.
Yes.
Yeah, seen that.
The California brewery Sierra Nevada efforts to raise funds for people devastated by the Camp and Woodsley fires. Sierra Nevada's brewery was itself almost in the campfire's path.
Yeah, oh yeah. They shared a picture on Facebook, Joe. I don't know if you can find it of the smoke in the sunset behind their brewery in Escondido, I think.
So
a friend of mine was a smoke eater back in the 90s.
So here's
he's fought a few.
The Sierra Nevada Resilience that they will be releasing. I think it will finally be released at the beginning of
December.
Yeah. So a lot of other breweries.
Okay, on November 27th.
A lot of other breweries. So you have more than 400 breweries have signed on as of this week, according to Craft Beer.
That's awesome, though.
So what I like about this is it's a lot like the Share Beer that we had, where we had different home brewers making the same beer with the same ingredient. And what we found out from our short little experiment was it's a lot of fun to do that, because you get the same beer, same ingredients, but the variables you have are the water, which is the main part of beer, and the way that some people put these ingredients together can make a very different beer. So I hope that comes from this is that, they raise a lot of money for people that were devastated by the fire, but also I hope that this makes a trend for craft beer going into 2019, that a lot of breweries will agree to make the same beer, not necessarily for a cause, but for the purposes of, hey, this is how our variant of this same beer tastes, right? I think that we would all get a better sense of each brewery's different voice, or their different
tactics.
They're different. What they bring to the table, right?
Alesmith, I think, is going to be in it too.
They probably will. Yeah, I didn't look at the list. I just thought it was cool.
And Alesmith makes some great stuff. Their Speedway Stout's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I just drank their Nut Brown right now, which is decent. Not super great, but it's decent. Yeah. But
the Speedway Stout, world class, I think.
Yeah, well, their Speedway Stout's expensive too.
Well, exactly. Yeah, I mean it is. Yeah,
their Speedway Stout's expensive. It's still
very.
It comes in a big can, but that can costs $20. I think 19.
It's kind of like CBS, $25.99 for a 26-inch bomber.
Yeah, it's a good, But in any case, I hope that this becomes a trend, that breweries will agree to, hey, let's make one beer that has this ingredient, this ingredient, this ingredient, this ingredient, and we'll release it on this day, and let's see what we get. Like, I just think that would be so cool. I think that would be extremely cool if you could get hundreds of breweries to do this once a year. Not all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Once a year, hey, on this date, we're going to brew this beer.
Every year.
Right. Here's the recipe. Everybody do it. I just think it would be so cool. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be very cool. A lot like an artist, a musical artist coming out with a song. A lot like what's his name did. I'm trying to think of the name of the song, but on YouTube, there is a million different variants of this same song, and it was made by the one guy right now. But it's more of an R&B song. Anyway, but a very similar thing where that we did with Share Beer. Maybe they stole it from us. I don't know. Sierra Nevada does. We do have a common thing here. They did ask me years ago, and Greg, to be part of that anniversary video that they made, and we're the only two beer reviewers in it. And maybe they did take them. I don't know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But I know that those of us that got to sample each one of those beers from the home brewers, Greg made one. We had our friend from the Texas area. He made one. We had Zach made, I don't know, one or two others. But that Share Beer was fantastic. It was great. And this is a similar thing. for a much better cause. But what do you guys think? Any opinions on that? What do you think, Earth?
Oh yeah, that's a great cause. I think it's totally cool. I think it's awesome. I'll buy it as soon as I see it.
What do you think?
I missed the first half of that. What was that?
There is a Sierra Nevada started this, but there's the question, the title of this article is why hundreds of breweries all plan to make the exact same IPA. And what it is, Sierra Nevada started this. They have a beer called Resilience that's going to be released pretty much January of next year. And it 100% of the proceeds are going towards wildfire relief out of California. And they put it out there for other breweries to jump on board. They released the full recipe, and so far, 400 other breweries have agreed to make the same beer and donate the proceeds to wild people.
I'll be interested in it.
Yeah, I would be behind it by buying it. That's for sure.
Me too.
I don't care how bad it is. I'm gonna buy a 6-pack.
Yeah.
However it's sold, I will buy some
to try it at least.
And I'll buy some from other breweries that make it. I want to.
Yeah, back this.
I am actually, as much as I would like to support these people, I not only want to support them, I'm interested in what the same ingredients taste like from all these different breweries, as many as I can.
Yeah.
You have any?
How their brewing is how their brewing tactics add up to each other.
Right. How they compare.
Using the same ingredients.
Same ingredients. I think this is excellent. I hope that it turns into an annual thing. You know? And any opinions on that, Earth?
Yeah, if it shows up over here, I'd be interested.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it'll show up, if they're doing that over here.
Yeah, I mean, Sierra Nevada has got to show up in their area.
They have wide distribution.
But
I can get Sierra Nevada at my local Total Wine.
There you go.
I'd be kind of curious if they're going to do
pick up some celebration, man. It's
like
amazing.
they do around the world or whatever.
Yeah, that would be curious. Yeah. So, yeah, I thought that was interesting. You know what I'm saying? Something done on that big a scale worldwide. It's too bad, again, Zach isn't here to kind of voice his little inside.
Now, Zach, does he actually work for a brewery, right?
Zach owns a brewery.
Owns. Yes, okay.
Owns. Yes. Zach owns Chain Reaction in Denver.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Chain Reaction Brewery.
He seems like I've watched you guys a lot. I've listened to him. He seems like he knows a lot about beer.
Yeah.
Do they already have an accumulated list on who's participating in that, or
they do?
No, Smith is.
They do.
Is it to be determined still?
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see if I can pull it up. Of course, I have to enter my birthday.
It's the first I've heard of it.
So yeah, it was the first I heard of it when I.
Maybe Bales might be doing it too.
I initially looked up the article. Okay, so here is the list right from Sierra Nevada's website. So, and this list is constantly updating according to the article here. So these generous partners have already pledged their support. We will do our best to keep this list updated. Thank you, everyone. So here is a list of some of the breweries. So you've got 1912. I don't want to start naming them because there's too many.
Oh yeah, there's a ton.
So if you can look, here we go. And I'm gonna try to scroll across here and do something.
Bear Republic.
Best I can, but yes, so you can see.
Yeah, I can get Bear Republic.
You can kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, they got a big list.
It's 400 breweries, so there's got to be a few in everybody's area. If you're in the United States, got to be. I would even imagine there's enough breweries here where even if you're across the pond,
Ryan Geist is going to do it. Ryan Geist makes good beer.
I mean, we all know that Sierra Nevada alone reaches across the pond. I would imagine some of these breweries are also going to reach. Rogue is in here, of course.
Yeah, Rogue.
Just
was Bales on there, Joe?
I don't know. Like I said, Goose Island's on here.
Goose is on there.
There's
Founders, yeah.
Hundreds.
Fat Tire. No, I don't see Fat Tire. Fat Bottom. I mean, that'd be
there's hundreds.
Allagash is on there. I don't see Bales. I don't see Belching Beaver's on there.
Yeah, Belching Beaver. So
I wonder how many beers they do if they got this many breweries on board.
That's crazy, man, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, like we say, they all pledge to brew the same beer.
Yeah, same ingredients. Yeah,
same ingredients, same IPA. So that's what I dig about it. That's to me. That's my personally. Four Peak Brewing here in my area. I mean, there's so many.
For a beer reviewer, that's like the ultimate review.
To me, it is. Garage Project is another brewery that I've really been intrigued by.
Yeah.
They're another.
What about Canarchy, Joe?
I don't see them. But you know, this is just getting out there, so a lot of breweries are jumping on board even as we speak. So that's why I say I really don't want to name too many people because that list is growing and it would make it sound like maybe some people aren't on board that are possibly getting on board. But there's some very, very popular, very trendy breweries just from looking at the list right now that we all know and love. Let's just say that. Many. I'm looking right now, and there's many on this list.
I saw several.
And then you have not just that, but the minute that Sierra Nevada put this out there was hop suppliers that said, "Hey, we're on board. We're going to supply this at cost." You know what I'm saying?
Barley, malt.
Yeah. So there's
that's a good thing right there. Your suppliers to the breweries,
malt suppliers, retailers are all jumping on board. So this one beer is going to be one of the easiest beers for craft beer to make. So I just feel like the road is there that's paved to make it easy to get all these ingredients to actually make this beer. Head coach is finally in the chat. How you doing, Coach? Are we still live? Yeah, we're still live. If he needs a link, I'll put it in there really quick before we get out of here because I am about to just say hi or something. So I'll put a link in there really quick, Coach. Out of respect to him. But I am probably going to shut it down in the next 5 minutes, man. So.
Well, guys, it's been a fun night.
Yeah. Like I tell, and Bum knows, you know, I like to try to have some sort of life.
after share beer, yeah.
Share beer. So, the 7-hour shows are fun, but I can't do them every week, man.
Nope. Yeah, I know that, man.
This turns into my whole life. So, as much fun as it is, you know what I'm saying? You gotta try to get out there and mingle with actual people of the opposite persuasion.
Yeah. For sure. Unless you're married like me.
Unless you're married, then you're like doing everything you can to just get out.
Yeah. Exactly.
And in that case, you're like Jeff Dunham's Walter, the skit when you're married. All you can do is bark. All you can do is bark at next year's model.
Yeah, you're right, buddy.
That's it. But oh, he says he's just watching anyway, man. Hey, we'll see you guys. Peace out, brothers. Hey, thank you,
Peace,
Chad.
Joe.
Your actual name was Chad?
Chase.
Chase, I'm sorry.
Chase, okay.
I had the first two letters right.
Chase. Yep.
So, like Chase Elliott, right? So,
yep.
Thank you, Chase, for jumping in. I appreciate it, man. I like calling you Farm Boy.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Y'all are really cool. Had a great time. Plan on tuning in every week.
Man,
yeah, thanks for jumping in.
I am extremely turned on by that darn restaurant you showed us.
Man, I'm telling you, if you get down this way, you need
road trip.
Let me give you an email. You shoot me an email or whatever, however we can do that without everybody finding out what my email is.
I'll give you mine. My email is very public. So joedreviews@gmail.com.
Okay.
Pretty simple. Follow me, Joe D.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot you an email and I'll tell you, you know who I am in the email. And if you're down this way, we'll hook up and go eat, man.
Yeah, that almost might be worth a road trip,
I'm telling you, you would enjoy yourself for sure.
We'll see what happens there, man. That might end up being a road trip. Who knows, man? That was pretty compelling. Right?
It's awesome, man. We'll have to go eat and just have a good time, man.
They got that place. Seems like it's got the whole package. They got cabins you can rent.
Everything.
I mean,
they have the cheese rolls, cheese egg rolls, for appetizers, crab soup, spinach dip, artichoke dips, crab cheese dips, steaks, burgers, pork, fries, potatoes. I mean, whatever you want, man.
And that kind of
fried mushrooms.
They got all the comfort food at fantastic prices, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For where my area, for sure. I guess it's high to me because where I live, and when I travel to places like Georgia or Arizona or farther or big cities, and it's way more. I'm like, oh, holy shit, you know.
Well,
yeah,
you don't get a third of that.
Exactly. You get a 16-ounce steak, and it's $25 when you get a 24-ounce prime rib of the best cut there is around here for $25. You know?
Well, Chase, that's where I was saying the reason why they can have the prices so low is because literally they grow their own produce on site and they slaughter their own beef or pork right there.
Yeah, their own cattle.
You have no trucking, no middleman to worry about, no buyer, no seller, and that's why no package house. That way you can give people low price and very good food.
Exactly, man. You're exactly right, Andrew.
And you look at other operations that are similar, and basically that's what they'll tell you. It's like low price for everybody.
Shipping it adds into everything.
Yep.
One of the historic places that I had been to when I was in LA was a place that I went to since I was a kid, and I hadn't been there since the early 80s. I hadn't been there.
Wow.
To get to go to this place was a huge treat for me. The hotel was literally half a mile from there, so of course I went. Matter of fact, I went straight from LAX. I still had my luggage, and I went and stood in line at the original pantry in downtown LA. A place that I hadn't been to since I was in high school. That was the last time I've been in early 80s. Phenomenal. That place is still good, still old school. They don't have a menu. The menu's on the wall, and they have a chalkboard where they write the daily specials still to this day. Opened in the mid-20s, I think, this place. This place is still cash only. It's just an old school place. And their ham steaks are about a half-inch thick, about yay big. This place is incredible. If you're in LA and you're in the downtown area and you fighting the traffic.
Have you had country style ham, Joe?
Oh yeah, plenty of times.
Okay, we have really good like country style ham here with gravy and biscuits and eggs.
That sounds good.
Fried southern potatoes with onions.
This place, the pantry, is legendary. It's a store. It's been around, like I said, since the 20s.
Oh yeah. Have you been through Pittsburgh, Joe?
I've been through Pittsburgh, but I haven't visited.
Permane Brothers. If you ever go through there again driving, try their sandwiches, man. They're awesome. They put French fries on them and all kinds of shit.
Me and Bum have talked a few times about visiting. That's where Bum's at.
Yeah.
We'll make that happen soon. But
yeah, man.
The last time I was supposed to go, that was one place that I went to just this past Sunday. Just as good as I always remember. In any case, we're out here, guys. A little guide to if anybody happens to go to LA, because a lot of people do. So, you guys take care, man. Peace out. Go Rams.
Peace out, buddy. Good night.
See you next week.
See ya.
See you next week, guys.